Okay, so the session technically started with Ashe's dream that nobody else knows about.
That's
some stuff
secrets.
happened. Some stuff happened in there, and that'll come up soon enough. And then we went quest hunting again, completionist route. We found a dome that could potentially create tiny people of ourselves. Ashe wasn't really paying attention though, so she didn't really care. Something to do with magic, and as you know, Ashe doesn't really know anything about magic. And then we went to the Tower of Necromancy, where we found the best NPC that's ever been in this game. A brain in a jar with a smiley face on him, who then got angry, but then didn't get angry. Again, Ashe wasn't paying attention to the conversation. She said something about his boss being upstairs or something. So we went upstairs. I flicked a coin at a dead body, thinking, it's just gonna be dead. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I ended up in a gem with somebody taking over my body, whose name is eluding me.
That's okay. Kadavix was the name.
Kadavix. He then threatened Triss, and then threatened the entire party. But it actually turns out he wasn't that bad of a guy. I was still really pissed that he'd done that, and I nearly beat the shit out of him, but I came to my senses just before. And then he said that he wanted to meet his love in the Tower of
Enchantment, I think is the one.
Enchantment, yes, that's the one. So we agreed to bring him along, but first we needed to go to other towers because it's sort of on the way. So we went to the Tower of Evocation.
Yes, I believe it was the Evocation one, yes.
Where we went in and it was very quiet. And then we went upstairs and there was two hands just floating. Something about Bigby and big hands. I don't know. Again, out of my ballpark. They didn't attack us. It was all very confusing. I could have sworn they were going to, but Juniper put her trophy in the thing, and we found the next clue to open up the tower. This whole situation is way just too confusing. And then we went downstairs, and there was these horrible yellow slimes that we had to fight. Got all over her. It was disgusting. And Linus managed to throw a fireball without injuring anyone. That was kind of a big deal. Good job. And then we ended up at another tower that I can't... Illusion?
Yes, you believe it's the Tower of Illusion. Yes, yeah, well done.
And there was a guy saying, "Welcome to this is my very last show. If you're seeing this, I'm dead."
Yes, kind of along those lines. Yeah, absolutely. That was definitely pretty much where we left things last time. So I will bring us through to the room on that front. And yes, he was basically saying something along the lines of, "I am High Illusionist Ajama. This most likely is my final performance in my little theatre. If you are hearing this message, then I did not survive the Ythryn's fall. But alas, the show must go on. I am programmed to share information pertaining to the legacy of the Tower of Illusion, under the condition of that my last dying wish is met. I always aspired to be a great playwright, but my time never came. If you would indulge me, I would ask that you graciously perform the final scene of my final work. In my personal quarters, you will find the manuscript to the Nether Tolls. If you need costumes, I recommend commissioning them at the Hall of Silk, if it is still standing. Once you are ready to perform the scene, please pull the curtains back and invite the audience in to spectate. They are hard to impress, but respond well to creativity." And with that, he kind of begins to shimmer and sort of disappear from in front of you, as sort of silence comes back to the theatre as this is all going on in front of you all.
Blaze, can we do this? This seems lovely.
Well,
I mean, it sounds like we kind of have to if we're gonna get the knowledge that we need to get here. I'll tell you what, I'm not much of a performer outside the kitchen. Ashe, you seem like you would be right at home on stage, though.
Yeah. Do we all need to do this?
Yes, Ashe, we all need to do it.
That was going to be my next question.
But one way to find out is to get the play, I guess, and we can study it.
Costumes, we need costumes.
I mean, do we need costumes though? Like, he can't see it. Well, I guess
Of course
it
we
depends.
need costumes. How else are you gonna act?
I don't. What?
oh, well, I think we'll just have to make do with what we have, because, as he said, I don't think the Hall of Silk is probably still standing.
Well, what's the guy's name that was with us? Caravax?
Kadavix is his name. Yes,
Kadavix.
he is just here, just behind you all, looking in a little bit sheepishly into the tower.
Kadavix, do you know anything about this Hall of Silk that this ghost was talking about?
I know of it. Yes, but I very rarely visit the place. I don't feel the need for costumes or any of that malarkey.
What? Not even clothes?
Well, yes, but I mean, basic clothes, yes, but I don't need to have fancy things like they do over there. They were always expensive.
Kadavik. Were you never
we have to,
invited to
pay?
parties?
I've had to go to some formal events, but I think the way I'm dressed is okay. And you do look at his robes, and they are a kind of a little bit like threadbare in place and a little bit tatty, but
And a little bit 1,000-year-oldy.
yes, on that front. But yeah, he kind of sort of straightens himself up. When I need to, I would, yes. But I don't think you need to go around all day and all the time with inexpensive stuff.
You're going to need to now, though, right? Because you're going to be in the play.
Yeah,
What?
but also does it
What?
cost us any money? You said that it's expensive. Like, do we have to pay anything?
Well, yes, normally we would have to pay out, yes. But this is a very unusual time. I don't know if anyone would actually be able to take your money right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure the shopkeep's going to be alive after 1,000 years. Also, I don't think we have the correct currency for the time period, if I remember correctly. I don't know, actually.
So you're saying we resort to theft?
Oh, I'm good at that.
If you must, but I don't. Do you really need to dress up? That sounds like an awful lot of fuss.
No.
Well, let's go get the script and see what parts are necessary. Maybe we're already dressed like that. Maybe they need a cook. I already got the apron.
Well, okay. Well, let's go find where these things are. I'm assuming backstage somewhere would be some way that would lead to his quarters. And you guys can make your making your way through and looking around the backstage. Yeah, opens up surprisingly into a larger space beyond. And yeah, not too long for you guys to find that there is a small door leading into another space. 1 second, I shall start to bring you all through. 1 sec. I can release. Hang on. 1 second, I've got to change one of my settings. Left click on release would be handy. And now I can get you. Right, I'm just grabbing you all now, bring you over. Okay, right.
Okay, I misunderstood that feather boa as blood and the pile of clothes as a dead person. I was a little bit confused for a second. I was like, "Oh, a
have you never been to the theatre?"
The room is dominated by a large purple-covered carpet with lots of eye symbols all over it. A robed skeletal corpse lies slumped in a comfortable chair off to one side. Apologies, which will be the one that Arion is next to here. This has a body in it right now of a very similar looking person to the one you saw on stage, except 1,000 years older. On that, a few minutes before, there is a small table covered in papers off to one side. There is eclectic hats and outfits that lie strewn across the floors. And on the far side of the room stands an incredibly beautiful looking mirror, which will be the one over here. But yes, what would you guys like to do?
Is the mirror lit up?
It is exactly like that, yes.
Okay, I will want to go and see about this mirror.
No problem.
I'll also join Triss in inspecting, in quotation marks, the mirror.
Sorry, guys, gotta go.
Or inspect yourself in the mirror.
Exactly.
No problem.
It's been 2 years since I've seen a mirror.
No problem. So the others, what are you doing? Is anyone inspecting the body, or are you just having people looking generally around the room?
Ashe is not inspecting the body. She's like, not good.
Yeah, Trish just like looked over at the body on the way to the mirror, like, no,
Is this
I
the
don't need
script?
that.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. They are a bunch of papers. Juniper are next to the guy's body on the in the table there. Yes, you can see there's a whole bunch of them. There. Triss and Arion. Then I need you guys to make me a perception check, please.
Oh, can I do investigation instead?
You can. No, this is a perception. Unfortunately, what you're trying to solve. Unfortunately.
And I do it at disadvantage because Arion is definitely not looking at anything else other than him.
You certainly can.
Yay! Natural one.
Amazing.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a few days, but yeah, he's still looking like himself. He's still doing pretty good on that front. Triss with an 8. The only thing that you're picking up is that there seems to be 1 second. So sorry, the only thing you're spotting different at the moment with that level is that there is a large coat closet in the reflection that doesn't appear in this room. That's the only thing that you're picking up. The rest is beyond you.
Is the mirror solid?
Yeah, the mirror does appear to be solid. Or are you touching it? No.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh no. This is that bloody orb all over again from Chris Strahd.
No problem. Yeah, you touch the mirror. It seems solid. I need you to make me an Arcana check as you do.
Okay. Arcana. Is 29 enough?
29 is definitely enough. The mirror is radiating an aura of what you believe would be illusion and conjuration magic that's coming off of it. There is definitely something magical going on with this thing.
Arion, stop looking at yourself. Look, there's a cabinet behind that isn't in the mirror that isn't here. Also, this it's giving off a lot of magical sort of energy, like illusionary and conjuration. And she sort of clicks her fingers at Arion because she knows that he's not listening still, and says it all again.
Says it a couple of times over. Fair enough, but yeah, you're definitely getting those senses off of it. Something is going on, and obviously the image is not the same in the mirror to the room that you're actually seeing in here.
Okay, but the mirror was genuinely solid, yeah. So
the mirror was genuinely solid, but I'll give you with a 29. If something was different about things, you feel like something would have happened, but it didn't.
Okay. What are the others doing before I go and investigate where the cupboard was?
I was reading script. if that's what's
Absolutely, I can definitely. You guys can
Junie is
have the handout of the script. 1 second, let me get you
Yes.
the script for this one. The Tower of Illusion. We need this one here, I believe. Right. Okay. So we need to show to players. Show to all. Hopefully that'll come through for you all. Yes. It appears to be some sort of a scene of different people doing different sections of the script. But yeah, there seems to be a bunch of different characters involved in a scene. Some sort of a narrator, along with some other people that actually seem to be in the scene directly, if that makes sense.
There's only 4 things, so
Yeah, you only have 4 people.
I don't need to do anything.
Fair enough. But yes, you definitely see there's something about that. Well, there's a narrator and I think 4 people. Is there all, or maybe only 4 things in total?
4 things in total. Yeah.
There you go.
We've lost the biggest mouth as well. Like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, I think his landlord came and killed him. I don't know what happened.
I think he'll have a few minutes to figure things out anyway, so there's not a problem on that front. Like I said, there are a few items around, sort of materials and bits and bobs that would be, that could be classed as kind of things you could use for costume pieces, etc. on that one. But coming back to Triss and her side of things with the mirror, what would you like to do from what you're thinking at the moment?
I would like to go to where the mirror is in the room, reflected.
Yes.
Cabinet.
Yes, no problem. Yep. You can make your way over to where that
And,
cabinet is.
Just checking back and feeling out to see where it is.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you press over and try to, nothing appears to be there as you do, and as you feel around, it's just the rack of clothing. It doesn't appear to be anything more than that when you're looking around at the moment.
What the heck?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but reading this, is this just the wedding scene in Trek? It is. It's literally what it is.
I don't know. I hadn't thought of that. I didn't write the script on that one. I honestly didn't write the script. But that is a reference I would not have got. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for filling us in on that one. I missed the old scroll of whatever Shrek movie that would have been.
Yeah, first Shrek.
Darvin would be perfect for the role of... What's the Shrek role?
I think
Simon?
it's Simon, because Benor's the one that turns in... No, it should be Benor, because Simon turns into a troll and Fiona turns into a troll in the movie. So Simon should be Fiona, and then Anders is Farquaad.
Okay.
Anyway,
yes.
back to D&D and away from Shrek.
I've been totally thrown by that one, but there you go on that one.
But who would play what role?
I would play the lead, of course.
Oh, well.
Of course. I'll be stage manager. That's fine.
I'll be
I'll be the
member.
narrator. I'll be the narrator.
And you hear Kadovix from the other room go, and I'll watch. But yes, by all means, figure out who's taking what roles as you want, and as Conrad's not back yet on that one, he will get stuck with whatever you give him.
Who's taking the Shrek role? Who's taking Lord Farquaad? And who's taking Fiona?
Oh, choices. The
I
things
never
you have, the
used to
things,
call these people
yeah.
by their actual names.
The things you have to do for D&D, huh?
Yeah. Why don't you just pull a name out of a hat? I would just say who gets what.
No, thank you.
No, yeah. Nah.
Oh, fair enough. But
Anyway, back to this mirror.
what do you need? What are you trying, Tris? Is there anything you're giving it a go, or anything you want me to try and fill you in on? Let me know.
Can I move the mirror? Like, is there stuff behind it?
It seems completely fixed whenever you try and move it. It doesn't seem want to give or go anywhere. Seems like anything like that. Yeah.
Darvin. Oh, Darvin.
The silence.
Yeah, what's happening, boss? Can you break this? Can you break this mirror for me? Ah, sure thing. I'm Darvin.
The old adage. Okay, so yeah, he will come over. That's no problem, and you can have
He
him.
sensed it and he's come in because he sensed you trying the accent.
Yeah, I think I did it right the second time.
Fair enough, but yeah. So you're gonna have him just try and whack the mirror with an axe, if in doubt.
Excuse me, are you trying to get Darvin to whack something with an axe?
Yeah.
What am I whacking with an axe?
Ash literally steps back and holds Juniper and Tris behind it before he does this.
The mirror, you're smashing the mirror. So
why am I smashing a mirror?
Because you said yes, but it wasn't you.
No, Darvin was
It sounded
contemplating
exactly
about...
like you, thank you. I exactly was you. It was
shaking my damn head about this. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Okay, so yeah, you can make a swing at the mirror if you so wish, Darvin. That's no problem.
Oh, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
I asked you to do it because there's something in the mirror that isn't in the room, and there's magic surrounding it. So,
I mean, all right, sure. That's enough of a thing for me. So.
I'm Darvin.
Oh, is that the accent you did?
Yeah, that's right.
My heart wasn't into it.
Hell, Darvin.
Oh God, no!
Oh, wow.
That's
okay.
great weapon mastermind. So you wouldn't do that, would you? A mirror?
Darvin's great weapon mastering doesn't have anything to do with him wanting to hit hard. It's that he doesn't know how to hit well.
Oh.
So Darvin hefts the axe up over his shoulder, overcorrects it, swings the wrong way, looks embarrassed. Just, that was a practice.
Okay, we believe in you. Oh my god.
Oh God.
I think Darvin. Okay, I'm gonna roleplay this as Darvin knows that breaking a mirror is bad luck. So his heart's not into it, and he's just like, I guess, I mean, have you changed your mind, or do you still want me to?
No. I think you're just what you're doing is missing. Maybe if you step a little closer, you might be able to hit. Like you're swinging from all the way down here, Darvin, and like your reach isn't that far.
If you're really struggling, Darvin, why don't you just run into it?
Yeah, those are all really great suggestions. He rolls again. There you go. Does an 18
if you missed one more time, I would be like...
and 18 will definitely hit on that one. And you see Darvin swings at the mirror over on this side, and then he is gone.
What?
I knew it.
Oh!
I charged to the mirror.
Darvin, you can see Darvin on the other side of the mirror.
Can I charge at the mirror, like to barge into it?
Yeah, sure you can. Yeah, no problem.
I can see Darvin on the other side of the mirror.
No, I can see Darvin through the mirror.
Oh,
yeah.
Are there things over here that are like are they here with me? Like they're reflections, or is it just an opposite of the room?
It's an opposite of the room with slightly different things in it. There's an extra cabinet and a few other things like that. But yeah, you can see all of them as if they were reflections in the other room, Darvin. Is kind of the way the way it's working right now. Trish, you go barreling at the mirror rather than just trying to touch it. Yeah, you do.
Yep.
Into the other space on the other side.
I catch Chris. I'm like, whoa!
I knew what would happen. I was just making sure, because if it was actually going to hit, it would really hurt if I ran into it. And
so you wanted me to get hurt instead?
No, I didn't want you to not try, because I thought you would just be like, no. And I knew if I could persuade you to actually hit it, you would go, like, hopefully it would have gone through. But if we broke it, that would be my other hypothesis of it would be breaking the illusion of this side, and we're going to put the cabinet that side, you see?
So you hoped that you were right about me not getting hurt, but you wanted me to do it instead of you. That
I knew you wouldn't get hit. I thought one of two things would happen though: this and the appearance on the other side of the thing.
Then why'd you make me do it? Why didn't you do it?
Because you're the strongest.
But it's a mirror.
Yeah.
Not
Darvin,
anything hard to break. I feel. Tris, did you just want me to get hurt instead of anyone else?
You weren't here when I did it. The mirror was magical, so I thought it would be like either super hard to break, or just illusionary enough to run at and through.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Darvin.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to deceive you or anything.
Darvin's just gonna go sit down in this chair over here.
Fair enough. Yeah, unlike in the reverse of the room, there is not a dead body in that chair, so that's a good sign. Trish, yeah, you make your way over to the armoire, or the sort of the chest over there on that side of things. That's different from the other side of the room. On the other side, I'm assuming you're opening it up. Inside, there will be looks like a couple of different fashionable-looking cloaks, or maybe they were fashionable at one point. And what looks to be like green dust in a pouch. You look at it a little closer, you think jade dust.
Oh.
And the cloaks look very fancy.
Look at all this stuff.
Arion is just like tapping on the glass mirror.
Yes. Yeah, he's definitely you don't pass through with a tap.
Oh, he's not trying to. He's trying to get their attention.
Yeah, you do hear it, the tapping. Yeah.
She's holding up all the fancy cloaks, and she's like,
"Yeah,
come on!"
You see Arion pointing at them.
Yes, like there's a lot. There's a lot. Come here. I don't know if you could hear me, but just is like, when you like people won't hear you, but you like mimic a shouting action, but you're shouting quietly.
Yeah.
Come in here.
No problem.
She does like the action of like
pointing at the clothes
charging.
expectingly. Like he wants one.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got a cloak for you. I completely forgot. We got like a cloak of many eyes.
Oh yeah.
Well, lots of
while this sounds very exciting, I know what a cloak of eyes is made of.
What's it made of?
I mean, mechanically, it sounds very exciting, but
what?
Kind of gross.
Is it made of real eyes?
Like, yeah.
This is funny because this is also what we said in the thing. Is like Arion wouldn't wear it because it's too tacky.
Yeah, Arion wouldn't. Drew thinks it's great, but Arion, no.
So can we we said we'd give it to Darvin after that, right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, so it gives dark vision and like super perception or something.
Yeah, you can see invisible things or something like that.
Yeah.
Is Darvin the only one without dark vision?
As of now, yes.
She has dark vision.
Except Ashe technically doesn't have dark vision, but she's been seeing in the dark and has not told anybody.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not that haven't. I just think it's light. I don't understand why.
It's all normal.
Yeah, because it's not dark vision, is it? Because you can see as normal
In magical and non-magical, so it's
Triss, I do need an Arcana check off you if that's okay for the
crikey.
for the cloaks, if that makes
Crikey,
sense.
mate.
Crikey, mate.
Crikey, mate.
Oh shit! I'll give myself nothing because it's 27.
Fair enough. You definitely get each of these. You believe is definitely a magical item.
What? I hope they're all cloaks of billowing.
Yes.
Do they look? I don't know how to really phrase. Do they look a quality magical item or?
Yeah, I mean, they all look fairly fancy. Let's put it that way.
That's what I mean. Does one look better than the other? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, some look better than others on that front. Better made, of a higher quality. Yes.
This is like just shoving them in the bag. She's like, they're all magical.
That's great. That's great, Triss.
Oh, Darvin, come here. And she gives you a hug, and she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to deceive you.
Triss, no one's over here. Can they hear us?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. I suppose that's actually true.
Can you all hear us over there?
Seems
I'm
to be
reading the Shrek
it seems to be
script, so
silence
I don't know.
on that one. Arion, even looking, you don't hear at the moment.
I don't think they can hear.
Lips are moving.
Okay, Triss. Linus says that I need to say what I mean more, so I'm just gonna say that I did not appreciate you using me to test to see if the window would break and hurt someone. Okay. I know that I'm not a real part of the group, but I don't appreciate being lied to like that.
Oh, Darvin,
I would have
just
asked me. I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
I think
I would have done
the problem
it to
is,
protect
Darvin,
everybody. But
I wasn't using you, and I didn't mean to deceive you. I think I was just a bit too excited, and I couldn't explain what I wanted to happen. That's my bad, and I will definitely next time make sure I explain what I'm thinking before trying to action something. But of course you're part of the group. You're traveling with us. You're a companion.
Well, I mean
Ashe
never lets Linus look at anything. So, I don't really feel like Linus and I are part of the group because, every time, Linus really gets excited about something, Ashe is like, nope, it goes in the bag. You don't count. And then she doesn't even, really talk to me.
I did
or
say
eat any
though,
of my sandwiches. So,
I did say that I would make sure that everyone got an equal share out of the pot. I did say that to Linus, I think, the last session I was in. And Darvin, don't forget, I offered to look at your axe for you as well, just like Linus did. Yep. To me, you're just as part of this team as anyone else.
Oh, he's gone.
If you know what, if you. Okay.
She just places her hand on Darvin's shoulder and she's like, look, and Ashe, I think Ashe has just been through a lot and she's not very quick to trust people. And don't forget, we've had friends die whilst traveling together. I think it's just, it's just hard.
Juniper mentioned that when I first mentioned her, I met her, your friends, I
know, we had a big old cry, remember?
Yeah, you'll try. I'm aware. First time I've ever met anyone like that. I think. I mean, they can't hear us, right?
No,
we don't think.
I don't think so.
I think Ashe is currently going through something.
Oh, for sure. It was the same. You weren't here. We found some sort of ship that could fly. And she was going like proper spacing out, and she was pale and the first time I've ever seen her. And she whispers in your ear, "Scared."
Oh yeah. When she did that, did her eyes glow green and did her tattoos change too? Because
what?
That's happening now.
No.
Yeah, you've better take a better
Jamie
look at
wasn't
it.
here for that. Yeah.
I watched it. I've watched the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you. I mean, Linus has noticed. And
He hasn't actually complained about not being able to see lately, right?
Who? Ashe?
Ashe. Yeah, it's been like proper dark, and she's always been like, "I can't see." And that's a really bad example of how she speaks. I'm glad she can't hear us.
I mean, I always have a torch on, when I need it.
Maybe
so
that's what it is. That you've always got a torch up so she can see. Okay, I guess maybe. But anyway, that glowy thing, like sort of just having a little think for a second. She's like, okay. Triss is big brain.
I don't want to speak out of turn. I mean, maybe you know better than what's going on. I don't know anything about magic at all.
Triss doesn't. Ashe doesn't give much away about herself in general, so it's quite hard. Like I know Ashe, and we're quite close, but not close. Do you get me?
I mean, I think she doesn't seem like she's real close to many people. I mean, she seems to really feel strongly about protecting you and Juniper. I'll tell you that much, though.
Exactly. So, even though she doesn't actively show me and Juniper affection, she's obviously got some sort of emotional attachment to us, which is really nice to see. But I just think Ashe is she's guarded, and she doesn't want people to know that she cares, and I think it comes across quite brash when she doesn't really mean to. But I wouldn't worry about her. She'll come along.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just say, apology accepted for the whole mirror thing. I hope Ashe is doing well. I know she's closer to you than to me. I just thought I'd bring it up. And maybe when you get a chance, cut Linus some slack. You made a mistake with the mirror.
I know, I was a real bitch yesterday, right? I was such a bitch. What did I do that for? That's not like me at all.
I think sometimes we just act out of character every now and then.
Like that time, there was a night before last. Arion was acting really strange as well.
Yeah. A lot quieter than the usual too. Anyway, just my 2 cents. Do you need me to grab anything or anything over here? I'm kind of just sitting here. I feel bad.
Well, I've just shoved a load of these cloaks in a bag because they're all magical. We'll need to sort of identify them to know exactly what they are. But I mean, finding a whole bunch of magic cloaks is cool. And hey, I've got this one here, which has got lots and lots of eyes on. What this does, it helps you see in the dark, and it helps you see your surroundings a lot better. I know it's a bit awesome. It's not very pretty, but it's extremely useful, especially for someone who can fight, because you can see invisible things as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I Arion would love that.
I don't think I showed it to Aaron just then through the mirror, and he was like, ugh. So I don't think it's his cup of tea.
Oh, okay. Well, then you probably want to give it to Ashe then, right?
No, because Ashe is. I don't know if you've noticed, but Ashe is extremely perceptive. She sees and hears things around corners. Do you know what I mean? This would be perfect for you.
Oh, you want to give it to me?
Yes, it's it'd be really super useful for some sort of
I mean, yeah, I would be honored. Yeah, totally. No, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, he puts it on. It's
see this. You don't have to worry about not being part of the group. This is a super high magical item. I think you'd be perfect for you.
Oh, thanks for the loan. I'll give it right back. I promise when we're done here.
Oh, Darvin.
Fair enough. So yeah, as that's all going on, and the others have been reading the scripts, you guys, I'm assuming, reconvene back in the other room and come back together. I guess.
I will be the beautiful princess. Now, who will be the ones vying for my hand?
Oh, Arion wants the main role, so it'd be, it'd be Arion.
And I already claimed narrator, and Triss and Ashe said, no way, Jose, so I'm guessing Darvin is the other one.
Darvin's Lord Farquaad.
Darvin's
Yes.
Lord, what? Hang on, I just came back through the mirror. Also, am I echoing again? I reconnected.
No,
No,
seemed
you're
fine.
good.
Seemed good.
Okay, good. Cool.
Yeah, so what the Illusion Wizards wants us to do is they want us to replay the wedding scene from Shrek.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, yeah.
And what parts of that? Do we all need to do one? Do they need a tree? I'd make a badass tree.
Oh no, I think they've picked them whilst we were in there.
Rewarding creativity, quick notes.
I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I don't think you're meant to
That's the
share
wrong one.
those.
Whoops. Whoopsie. Sorry, guys. That's my one. You want that one. Show
you
them
go.
all. There you go. That's the right one. Whoops.
Oh, everyone close it. Don't peek.
Yeah. I was like, DM notes, creative
Whoops.
cantrips, what does that mean?
I thought he was trying to help us. Like, oh, this is the sort of stuff you can do.
No, that's my one. Whoops.
So there's a narrator, there's a Benor, there's a Simone, there's an Andis. And yeah, that's not enough parts for everyone, right?
No, but she looks at Ashe and she goes, I don't think everyone wants to do it.
And there's only 4 parts, and I'll just
Like,
have to sit this one out.
I'm happy not doing it too. I'm not very good in front of crowds, but if someone else doesn't want to do it, I guess I could.
I mean, I'll try. I've never tried anything like this before. It's not really in my wheelhouse.
He didn't say we had to be good at it. He just said we had to perform it.
No, he said we have to be good. We have to
We have
impress
to
the audience.
we have to
Oh,
impress the
God.
I
audience.
mean, would you really want to disappoint someone on their dying wish?
The audience, they are hard to impress, but will respond well to creativity. Was what came up in the comment.
No. Oh, I might have to throw some spells out to make it a bit more exciting then.
What should we say?
I mean, do you think they want like flashy stuff? I mean, because Linus, like your magic, and like Juniper, your magic, and Triss, your magic, and like the magic-y people going up there and like razzle dazzle them. Like look at me, I have inventions, and look at me, I'm ice.
Arion just glares
Look
at
at me,
you.
I'm ice.
How about
Well,
Well,
I mean, Arion. Sorry, Arion. I don't mean to think that you don't have to do razzle dazzle, but like you.
No,
are
damage is
razzle-dazzle.
done.
Have you looked at you? I mean, come on. Like last time I went to I saw a play, like the lead person, he couldn't hold the candle to you, man.
He gives you that look as if to say, continue.
He's like, oh, stop. Come on, keep going.
So I mean, I was on the other side of the mirror when you were talking, but I'm guessing you're gonna be like the lead person in this, right?
Of course.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, so we're already starting strong.
I guess I could do prestidigitation and some dancing lights to make things a bit more sparkly. I guess.
At what point if we go through this now and have a look at the script and see what points we could do stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, there's the transformation part where where Simone turns into a troll.
That's Benor, I think.
No, I thought. No,
I think
Simone.
Simone is Shrek.
Simone, Benor, I had no choice. I didn't want you to see the truth about me. The truth is I'm a horrible troll.
Yeah,
Simone
yeah,
dropped
Benor-
the disguise.
Benor is Fiona.
Benor turned
Yeah,
in
okay.
Yeah,
Sundays, yeah.
I will be Benor. I'm sure I can pull out something interesting there.
I know, but
You turn into a moose.
I mean, if the only thing the narrator has to do is like read out loud, I can do that part.
well, it makes more sense if Linus is the narrator, right? Because he can do things in the background. So if because like I can't cast things like prestidigitation, I can mend stuff, and I can make lightning out of my hands, but that's about it.
Okay.
James, while they're arguing about the script, can Ashe investigate the body without touching it? Just try and see if there's any like signs of like how he died, or is it just completely?
Yeah, you can make it. No, you can make a medicine check and see if you can figure out what happened to the guy 1,000 years ago.
Medicine. Yikes. I mean, +3.
Hey, it's wisdom-y, isn't it?
Oh my god! Okay, even with the ravages of time, you can work out what's gone on with this on that one. You can detect that from what's left of his body that he obviously had before he died. He obviously had several broken ribs, and probably internal. Hemorrhaging would have been the reason that he eventually died.
So like a fight sort of thing. It wasn't like he just died here.
Or during the what he described as being the crash or the things like that. So he certainly died from his injuries. Probably within hours of taking them. Just purely from the how badly his ribs are broken. Yeah. So something heavy hit him and didn't kill him instantly, but certainly made sure that he wasn't going to last.
Yep, and he's definitely dead this time.
This one definitely looks dead on that one. Unlike the one that's in the other room and is now sitting quietly in one of the stalls. Has actually got himself set up in one of the upper stalls. Waiting for you guys to return.
I want to investigate, but I'm too traumatized from last time.
There's too many traumas in there.
This guy's not a necromancer.
He is illusion though, so this could be an illusion. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Very good illusion.
I've got a good idea for the turning into a troll part. I can cast make you big, and then I can make you small when you turn back into a human.
I could also just turn into a moose. And
I don't. But you need that. I know you love turning into a moose, but that's not a troll.
But it's a transformation.
But if Linus, you can make things like turn different colors, right?
Yeah.
Linus can make you turn green, and I can make you turn big. At the same time, so you'd be like a big troll.
I mean, I guess that will work.
I mean, if you want to turn into a moose, you can turn into a moose. But then you won't be able to speak.
That is true.
Unless you can speak.
Dialogue.
I cannot speak as a moose.
No. It's just moose.
Oh yeah, it was moose.
Like a Pokemon.
Moose.
Yeah.
Nothing but mooses. Fair enough.
Oh, so we mentioned that there isn't enough parts for everyone, but there isn't stage directions, but it does mention that guards are supposed to be there.
Ash is
to come and
becoming
to come
dejected.
Ash is like walking out and she hears that and just goes, oh.
You could do like a little fake fight scene. That's imaginative. Like there could be like a battle, and that means you're in your comfort zone.
Is that part of the script?
You said imagination. There's always ad-libbing in theatre.
Yeah, but why are they fighting? That's why I closed the script by accident, and I don't know anything about it.
So did I. So I'm just.
The guard.
I went there and make it small.
It says guard sees the troll. I want their brain put in a jar in my study.
Lovely.
We've seen that. My love, should we get back to the happiest day of our lives? No, can't marry you. And then and then they both turn into trolls. They both are trolls. It is Shrek.
Oh my god, I thought they'd both turned back into human, I thought it said.
Hang on, I'm copying it into your Rime of the Frostmaiden chat. Make your life a little easier.
At the end, they become humans. They both are trolls on the 7th line. And then Anders is like, ew, you're gross, kill them both.
Oh,
And then-
it is Shrek. I thought you
Oh,
were
I
joking.
think God-
I'm reading it. Actually, it's the Shrek.
I had not put 2 and 2 together before the session on that one, but there you go. So yeah, sometimes you get surprised.
No. See, when it clears, Simone and Benoit are both human again, so they both turn into trolls, and then they both turn human.
Yeah,
This is a lot of
and there are
spell slots to be
gods.
using here.
Yes.
I can't use three
Prestidigitation is free.
Yeah.
boy.
But man, I thought it was gonna be. I could make them big to be a troll. I thought one of them was a troll, but bloody both of them are.
Oh well. But yeah, so yeah, do you guys make your way back to the back of the stage and out of here and get yourselves prepared, or do you?
I
need
guess I
more
gotta be a
time?
soldier.
We need to get the costumes,
well-
don't we?
Yeah, I'm about
That's
to
up to
say, if
you.
we look at those, Linus wouldn't know. Because
Arion would. He was tapping on the mirror to say, "Get me one."
Yeah.
What's that?
The robes.
Oh, the robes. I haven't identified them. They're all magical.
I don't care. I want the red one.
They might be, if they're for this show, then one of them might turn people into looking like a troll.
They could also kill you.
Wait, what?
I don't know. But we don't know what they do.
Don't know until you've identified them. Chop chop, Trist.
Hang on, you've never said my name wrong before, ever.
No,
I'm
but
off
you
it.
have something he wants.
Oh, Arion, you got my name wrong. I'll put this back in this bag, okay?
Chris, you are trying my patience.
I am also called Triss, and or Tressabella if you like, but we've been traveling together long enough now for you to get it right.
Chris,
There you go.
I would very much like the red cloak, please.
Of course! And she gives you a cloak, the red cloak.
No problem. Yeah, it's a very fashionable looking red cloak. But yes, are you guys going to spend the time to identify them, or are you going to go as is?
Just stop calling me a goblin.
I'm not a goblin.
No, I'm not a goblin, I'm a halfling.
Oh.
Why died? Oh my god.
And then what's up with the... I feel bad for pointing it out now.
Oh, Tristan's like giving Arion a look like, shit!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
No, it's just an old colleague tried to kill me and things went awry, you know.
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were there for all this. You saw. We talked about this.
He probably looks blanker there.
Well, now I feel terrible.
No, don't. It's not something I'm ashamed of. So don't worry about it.
Did you at least win?
Well, I survived, so yeah.
What was it about? I'm sorry, but this is a long time coming. What was it
Oh,
about?
Just all my research. Casual
Oh.
stuff.
That's
Thought I was
neat.
dead. Her housekeeper kept me alive, hidden under her house. It was great.
This was the girl we stuck in a horse.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yes.
There you go.
Whatever happened to her?
Oh, she's still out there.
We
Somewhere.
lost her a while ago.
You did, yeah. That
Yep.
all before you got teleported
Got
to this place.
distracted by the hags, I think.
I
There
mean,
was-
she can't do much inside of a horse, right? She's a horse. No thumbs.
Thumbs on.
She is
Power
kind
up.
of stuck there until I dismiss the horse, which I haven't done. So,
Or it dies, maybe?
in a magical creature.
Suicide
Especially
by
if you get
horse.
killed by
Wow.
something.
That's heavy.
Fair enough.
Oh well.
I'm gonna
Calm as a
you
bitch.
guys Yeah.
Indeed.
So yes, you guys. Sorry, are you going to spend some time looking at these objects, or are you going to go for the show must go on and make the play?
I would like to just identify one of them that looks like it could be the same, like if it's like kind of the set of the same.
I'd like to see if there's like labels in the cloaks to see if they like go apart. So like this is Andas's cloak, and it's got like.
Ew, that's
Fair
smart.
enough. Yeah. No, you do spend a few moments having a look at each of them on that front. But no, there are no markings like that. The only thing I would say is that one looks like a very, very bright red one that Arion already has at the moment on that front. Another one looks like it has very strange arms and armholes, which is it looks a bit weirder on that front. And then the other one looks fairly plain and simple, but very elegant in deep blues at the moment.
So they don't look all kind of the same. So if I identify one,
all of them look very, very different.
Arion, would you like me to identify your one, or are you happy just to sort of like spend some time with it and figure it out?
Oh, I'm already wearing it, and I'm thinking about adding the feather boa to it.
Okay. She like haphazardly gives you the feather boa from over there, and
Take a look at mine though, Triss, if you want.
I assume you got the blue one.
I assume so.
Yeah, I would assume. So. It goes with your outfit, so I would have thought,
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, I spend 10 minutes identifying that.
No problem. Yeah. So you'll spend the next 10 minutes working on that one. So that one would be the deep blue one. 1 second. So I need to bring that up. Yes, so after your 10 minutes will finish off, you figure out that it is a cloak of many fashions. While wearing this cloak, you can, as a bonus action, change the colour, style, and the apparent quality of the garment as you so wish. The weight, however, does not change. Yes.
Ooh, I tell Juniper all about it.
No problem.
So you could you could wear this, and then you could actually if when you turn into the ogre, you could like make it all like shreddy looking and a different color. That's a cool little thing.
Arion, I'll say that you have enough time that you it's sort of attuning to the item on that one. But your one is actually the cloak of billowing, so it's the
yes,
makes the
that's
wearer
like
look
the
more
perfect
impressive.
one for Arion, yeah. Just standing there with it billowing all the time. Such a poser.
Triss, do you want me to give this one back with the eyes and use one of the other ones, or like I don't? What am I doing?
You're Lord Farquaad, right?
I don't. Am I? What the?
Well, you know what I mean. Whoever Lord Farquaad is. Andus?
Andus, yeah.
I think this one would actually work quite well for Andus, because he's like the he seems to be like the villain, so it's quite a scary looking one. Do you think?
The one with the eyes?
I
mean, sure. Yeah. That's fine.
What was the one with the big armholes?
I can take a look at that for you now. She gets a little diamond glass thing out, so that's identifying that one as well.
Okay, no problem.
If Arion's taken the time to attune to it.
Yeah, it's been being a bit wishy-washy with it, but yeah, it's enough
sort of
to get a cloak of billowing to work.
Yeah.
Make a cloak of billowing and go on that one. This one is the more full on of the group. This is a cloak of displacement. This last one.
Whoa! That's good. That's very good.
He's nice.
He's definitely nice. Yes, absolutely.
Drew wants that one, but Arion is very happy with his cloak.
Yeah, I was going to say this is like.
I'd say Darvin has no idea. Conrad wants that one.
Arion, Ashe, this is like probably quite a good one for you because it's not doesn't serve any purpose for the play, but you're not even in it, so it makes you harder to hit.
What color is it? Asking.
It's like an aqua turquoisey color.
Sure.
I just look at that little picture.
Yeah. that's why I'm asking.
Perfect. There you go. No problem. So yes, dolled up in many different cloaks of of different varying qualities. Do you guys make your way backstage to get yourselves ready to do the performance?
Was there only three cloaks?
3 cloaks in the room. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Is everyone happy with me just giving those to who I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how are we doing this? We do the first part. The narrator, Linus, you wanted to do that, right?
I would prefer to do that, and then I can do any sparkles required when I'm not speaking.
Okay, so Andas, who's going to play him?
Darvin is Andas. He's he's got the eye cloak on.
Okay.
He's like dastardly. Can you do dastardly, Darvin?
Dastardly. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, stay in the zone. You're channeling it. I can tell.
What Darvin does is going to be wholly dependent on how I roll.
Fair enough. No
I'm gonna roll
worries.
first, and then Darvin's going to act appropriately.
No.
And all of us are going to be trying our hardest.
Just
And
Darvin.
I'm going to roll to see how I could do this really well because I talk for a living. And read. I can read off stuff for a living.
Wow, calling him out. Damn.
Wow, I'm just trying to roll play.
How dare you say
Proper good talent he has, and he's just sort of I could do whatever level I like. We're just gonna be I'm trying hard and it's failing so bad.
All right, I'm gonna bring you guys over to the
I lost
theater
the
one.
script again. If I can get the script,
It's in the
chat.
I put it in the Discord chat to make it a little easier. Yeah, it's on that one, so that's on there as well.
Darvin, you should channel your ex-wife, like her behavior and her outlook on other people's feelings, and that might really get your character quite well.
Oh, woof. Talk about telling the truth. Wow. Okay, Linus. I'll try to channel Grace.
Dearie, we are getting married. We are getting married. Sorry, I lost the voice there for a moment.
Oh,
This
there
is
you
the
go.
correct one.
But the curtains are currently pulled on the stage. You are behind the stage. Obviously, you're backstage at the moment. But you guys can do what you wish as anything goes from.
I guess we're guards, so we stand on either side.
Yeah, I take out
hold.
what have I got? A mace? I'll take out my mace.
Okay, fair enough.
I take out my fists. I don't have a weapon. Does anyone have a weapon I can hold?
I have a quarter staff.
You can't hold weapons.
I can hold them. I just can't use them.
And you
very
don't
well.
really need to use
Like a
them
weaker
for
grasp kind of thing.
weapons.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a staff you can have.
So,
minus
are we gonna pretend to charge the ogres when they appear? Trolls, I mean.
That's up to you guys. Creativity is up to you.
You could just bash us back, and we fall to the ground like we were just rubbish, so you can continue doing your love story bit.
Well,
I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, curtains closed. The room is there in front of you.
Arion, Juniper, get.
God, I wish we had a bard.
Wait. Arion's gonna come in and stop the wedding, right? So he needs to be off stage.
No, Arion's part of. So the wedding is happening between Arion and. Oh no! Arion's.
No, it's happening.
Yeah, Darvin and Juniper. Yeah, and then Arion comes in.
Yeah,
and
So if you guys go here and right in the middle,
I
Darvin and Junie.
Yeah.
In the center? Alright.
Yeah.
And then me and Ashe will be like either like just behind you, I guess. Either side. Just to I'm only saying it like just to give Arion space to come in.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
She's like sweating. She's like, "Fuck! Oh god."
So, someone going to pull the curtains back and start the play?
Yeah.
Linus,
So first of all, I'm going to do a prestidigitation of like some a little bit of like introductory music because there's a faint musical notes. So it's just like a bit of a dun, 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 dun,
Juniper,
dun.
can you make like flowers in your hand or
No
something?
problem. Linus, can you give me a performance check as you're doing that?
Oh.
Just to start the flourish.
I cannot do flowers.
As Linus does this, Darvin says, "Hey everybody, good luck."
Prick a leg.
Okay. Yeah. No, these notes start wafting out over the area and etc. Yeah, it's not bad so far. Anyone going to pull the curtains back and start the ball rolling?
Linus is the only person who can. Are you off to the side?
Linus, yeah.
Like out of sight, yeah. So.
Can I physically do that? Am I tall enough to reach?
You can. Yep. There's cords off to the side of the stage we can use that you start pulling back on that one, no problem.
How big was the quarterstaff you gave me, Linus? Is it like your size or like?
It's a little bit longer.
It's funny.
It is small. It is essentially a truncheon for you, I think.
Fair
But
enough.
that's fine. Yeah, that's even better, isn't it?
So
Yeah,
as Linus starts pulling
Yeah.
on the cords, pulling the curtains back, you now see on the other side, as where Arion and Kadovix are, etc., a whole host of people start to puff into existence into the seats, like illusionary humans with purple glowing eyes, all start appearing in the in the seats on that one as the whole place begins to fill up as this is going on. The high illusionist reappears at the front, saying, "Welcome to our final show in my little theatre. I trust these people will do my work justice." As he steps off to one side, the crowd starts clapping for him, this is all going to be very good. Blah, 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 blah. They're all getting quite a thing, but Linus, the stage, the silence is there.
No.
Is the stage quiet as everybody's looking?
My entire internet just went, not enough memory to open this page. Oh my god, what's happened?
We were already feeling.
Oh my god.
My script, no. Hang on.
Yeah, just we have to reopen your Discord. Yeah,
Wait, no,
okay, no problem.
Right,
We got
I'm
live.
back. Okay.
Okay.
It just suddenly, as you went start, everything died.
The price of the internet. Yes.
We join our characters at sundown in the chapel. Andus and Benor are about to get married. By marrying Benor, Andus gleefully gains rulership over both Ythryn and Sunrest. Benor desires Andus' hand because without true love's kiss by sundown, Benor will suffer a ghastly fate. What Benor does not know is that their actual true love, Simone, is racing to arrive in time to proclaim their love for Benor and to stop them from marrying the wrong person.
Okay, I need you to give me either a performance or a persuasion check from Linus to see how well his initial performance will go.
They're both as bad as each other, so I'm guessing performance just because he's not really persuaded.
Okay. You see the crowd seems to like a little glees, a little bit of clapping and sort of warm reception as this initial bit goes. But yes, they seem enthralled so far.
A faint wedding march starts to play like in the background with the prestidigitation.
Nice.
Like the faint one, just to get the wedding vibe.
To get the wedding vibe going. No problem. And then next on the list, who's doing Andus?
Darvin is stock still, looking at the audience. And then he looks at Juniper, and his eyes are wide. What? Channel Grace. Okay.
Come on, Darvin, you can do it.
People of Ythryn, we gather here today to bear witness to the union of Benor and myself, of course, by the power invested in me by the arcane Octid. I now pronounce you.
Then there is a sudden flash of red light as Arion will misty step onto the stage. Cloak billowing, he does the heroic hands on the hips superhero pose. I object! Benor! Puts his hand on his chest, his arm outstretched towards Juniper. You can't marry Anders. They don't love you, and he shakes a fist in the air.
Okay, make your performance check with advantage for that one.
The entire time, Ash's eyes like twitching, like what the fuck?
This is Ash's personal hell. Oh no!
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, they're sort of like mumbles from the crowd.
I'll give him a flash of brilliance by like going, "Oh no!"
It's 14.
Bring it up
so
to
it's not
14.
that bad.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yep. So it's
over average, which is all we.
yeah. It seems to go. It seems to be like they're sort of still enthralled and still in the moment. The minor whispers as things are going on, but so far so good.
I haven't got many of these guys, so please do better.
Fair enough. Next on the list.
Simone, what are you doing here? You're about to ruin everything. When you turned your back on me, I moved on.
No, I had no choice. And he puts his hand on his forehead in a very dramatic fashion. I didn't want you to see the truth about me. That truth is, I'm a horrible, grotesque troll.
Precipitate green.
Okay, fair enough. At that point, yeah, we need another performance check from Arion as well, with advantage because of those extras going on.
Yay!
Oh God, I'm not good at this.
Trish will have to do it again, I guess. Oh my gosh!
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So far, yeah, it's passing, but the crowd are like, you feel like they're turning on you as this is going on.
Yeah, you've got so much charisma too.
No. Who's next on the list? So we've got a green troll has revealed themselves.
Trish is like, do better.
God! Cease the troll! I want them braided to jaw in my study!
Turns to Juniper.
My love! Shall we get back to the happiest day of our lives?
I guess me and Ashe run in to fight Arion.
Ashe is not running. She is walking towards Arion. He is so done with this.
It's like Triss like holds up a mace.
Arion will put up his fists.
She comes down.
No, Anders, I cannot marry you. Simone, there's been something I have been keeping from you too. And Juniper will what?
I make you green.
Oh, and Juniper will like step in front and like I'll use how's the spell called? Give me a moment. Gusts to like create like a flow of air throughout like the room as I turn green, but I'll also like disguise self as like something more monstrous, like longer teeth will start growing out of my mouth, and I'll basically look like a big half orc, but with horns sticking out of my head.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
Juniper,
another performance with advantage, please.
I'm not good at this, but this will be amazing.
Oh fuck! Please.
okay, it's 11. It's 11.
Fair enough. Another 11. Yeah, it all seems like it's all passable so far as this is going on. A mediocre play might be the best way of putting it, but so far.
So Darvin rushes to the other side of Juniper and says,
By Mistral, you're both disgusting. Guards, kill them both.
and he will shove Juniper at Arion. So he wants to push her there. Like, nicely. Like, I'm not gonna throw you. But he's, you know.
And then Triss will grab Juniper.
Arion will catch Juniper and embrace. Oh, Raynor.
Triss awkwardly goes to grab her, and she's like, "Oh, something else is happening." And she's like,
this disgusting visage of an ogre is currently staring up at you, saying, "Oh, Baynor." Yeah, that's about it.
Megan,
She's just like lifting the
like he's just held slightly above head.
but like it's not like she's shaking nervously, but she can't hold it properly, so it's like shaking.
Fair enough. Can you give me a performance check with disadvantage, Ashe, please?
But would it be straight roll because Triss is also doing the exact same thing as us?
we're the guards, so
Fair
we
enough,
doing
yeah,
it.
no worries. Yes, a straight roll, then that'll be fine.
Please, I want it to be terrible again.
It's going to be. I'm terrible.
Oh!
No way.
Oh, okay.
I'll do a flash of brilliance because I'm like, right, Ashe, just if you move your arm that way, it'll look more like you're really trying to hit them. 19.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, but pulling the story back as this is going on, the crowd were getting agitated, but seemed to be coming through, wanting to see the ending of this play.
My favourite character, Reluctant Guard.
Reluctant Guard number 2.
Yeah,
Reluctant Guard number 2. Really steals the show.
Ash looks angry, so it kind of fits the
fits the
role.
motif. Yeah, fair enough.
Me. Megan enter the room from all sides. The scene looks hopeless for our heroes, when suddenly Simone lets out a mighty call. Within moments, a huge dragon crashes into the chapel and eats Andas whole. With their leader defeated, the Megans stand down. All eyes return to Benor and Simone, and a big dragon roar suddenly goes.
Ah, nice.
You can't do that with prestidigitation, though. I was going
We have Elaine, who is an actual mini dragon.
Oh yeah, we do. We have a dragon.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to do. Right, so I cast.
Swooping in, yeah.
I cast enlarge on Verlaine as she swoops in.
There you go.
I see what it is, and she lets out in her little croaky voice, and she just goes.
Darvin puts his hands above his head and says,
Not tonight. I have a headache.
So I assume Verlaine goes from like this big to like just like a big beach ball or something.
Oh yeah. No, it's not a giant dragon by any stretch, but it gets the attention of the crowd as they're like, oh, they went, they brought a dragon in, high production value, all that kind of thing going on.
Made out of Charlotte, no less.
I imagine after this happens, Ashe and Triss like, oh no, what's his name? Anders, no, and we run after them. Just like run off.
Yeah,
running out hiding into the backstage with it. Fair enough.
Can we have some sort of good thing for that, James? The dragon advantage.
Yeah, there's still a check to go, so we'll see how it goes on the next bit.
Okay.
But yes, where are we at?
Number 10.
Number 10. So Simone.
Is there a roll before?
Yes, Simone.
No, it's in like a roll.
After narrator.
Oh, sorry. After the narrator one. Sorry, yeah, a performance check for that one. Thank you. Sorry, yes,
Is
Do
that
I
an
get that advantage?
You are getting. There is because of dragons and things. Yes, you are. Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Good,
So it seems
good.
like with the lull in the middle of the thing,
I'll
it's
do another flash of brilliance just to make it a 20, so it's like right up there.
Why would you not save it?
Please. One more. I have 5. I'm using them all in a stupid play.
Fair
This
enough.
play is brilliant.
like
how
Chris,
dare
like
you.
giving like really small directions, like just manically behind everyone. And obviously, Verlaine would be my. That's my flash of brilliance, I guess.
No problem. But yes, that is all good. But so yeah, back to the fight. It's like the crescendo of the act is coming up at the end. Yes.
Arion will turn Juniper around and put one hand around her waist and the other around, like the back of her neck. Benor, I love you.
Mom, I love you too.
And do they
Simona-
kiss at that point?
Yeah, Arion will do the full-on tilt Juniper back and, go in for the romantic kiss.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I need
Which
you
is
to
like all like blushing and red.
Both of you to make a charisma check for me, please.
You don't
Performance.
saving throw then.
No, not a saving throw.
As soon as you touch her lips, by the way, do you know those YouTube videos about like little kids like licking like frozen
Does he
balls?
get stuck?
Oh god,
Does he get
is this
stuck with you?
Juniper's first kiss?
This would be Judy's first kiss.
Oh my god.
That's so cute.
This is like this. like probably like, oh no.
Oh my. The crowd seems to be taking all this in, and there's a bit of clapping going on and bits and bobs.
Is that a 25? Or is it just a 17?
What am I looking at? Sorry. You're plus 5. You're plus 5ing their roll. It's 17. Yes, on that one.
Okay.
On that one. So yes, they are. The things are going good. Bringing us back to the narrator, I guess, for the end of the show.
Simone and Benor approach each other and share a romantic kiss. As their lips touch, the room begins to glow. Dancing lights, and both of them lift up into the air. I can't do that. A wave of light spreads over the room. When it clears, Simone and Benor are both human again. And everyone cheers. And then I will close the curtain once all the magic stuff is
There
done.
you go. Make a last performance check as the crowd is about to start clapping to the end of the narration. 17, ending on a strong point as the crowd starts to clap as for the final bits there as the curtains begin to close. The panic and the frozen lips of Arion in the moment as this is all this is going on. You feel that your performance comes to an end on that one, and whatever panic there is. Seems to pass.
Deep breath, my lights panicking. Like, ugh!
You hear on the other side of the curtain just 2 sets of hands still clapping on that one, and you hear Kadovex at the back of the room says, like, "That was very good. You've done very well, I think. They seem to like it."
This is like exhausted.
Arion will tilt Juniper back up, still looking into Juniper's eyes, and will get kind of awkward for the first time ever. And you'll see that he's still holding Juniper's hand.
Oh.
Was interesting.
I will kill this one first.
And she'll drop his hand and like turn around and go stand with Triss.
And we hold hands instead. You got the wrong end of the stick here, Arion.
Darvin gets up from underneath Verlaine and just says, "Was that okay? Was that good? Did we do it?
You did brilliant, Darvin. Star of the show.
That was the
I
scariest
really
thing
liked
I've
your
ever
accent,
seen.
Darvin. That was cool.
That's good.
Oh, that was me trying to capture Grace's beautiful voice. I don't think I did it justice, honestly.
I think maybe you're better off, Darvin, you know?
What do you mean?
I'm just joking.
Was that accurate?
Dead.
Grace used to say it all the time, so.
Fair enough. The High Illusionist walks up onto the stage and sort of looks around at you all and says, I may not be here, but I can at least thank you all for giving me my last wish. This is appreciated. I'm sorry I don't have many responses, but if you have questions, now is the time.
Tell us the passcode for this place. That's all we care about, right? Not the passcode, the clue.
The clue to get into
the right. You would know the right words. The right of the arcane octad. He says, "My part of the octad. 6th, hide thyself behind a mask." And he bows lowly at you.
Linus writes that down on a bit of parchment immediately.
What does that mean? Do we have the physical mask or like the guy's self?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
Oh fuck.
I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, if he uses magical illusion-y, then probably like that, right?
I would have thought so, but if no, Juniper literally has got the sky self, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we got that covered then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, like, not all of us. What if we can't cast a spell? But she literally just did so.
Fair enough.
Do we want to ask him anything else?
I have limited responses, but if this is the time to ask me questions.
I normally have so many questions, but I think I'm still running on that stage fright a little bit. To like Linus, you can see Linus is like looking clammy and not really sure what to do.
I'm sorry, my responses are limited. You'll have to ask the right questions.
He
just sort of stands there silently at you. He doesn't know.
Are there any other magical goodies inside this tower that we should know about?
There are magical items of my keeping within my room behind the magical mirror.
The cloaks? Or more?
He says there were magical cloaks, yes.
Okay.
And if we investigate your body, are you gonna possess us, or can we actually investigate it?
I'm sorry, my responses are limited.
God damn. How did you
I
die?
think we'll be fine. Oh, yeah.
I knew I was dying when I set this up. After the crash, I knew I could not survive my injuries. Therefore, I spent what little time I had left finishing my play.
So instead of magically healing yourself, you magically made this thing so that you could do a play in the future.
The show must go on.
We have different priorities, but I respect that.
I'll try this one as well.
Hey, who do you think did the best job?
That's a good question.
Well, that's a good question on that one, yes.
I had the highest roll.
Yeah, I suppose it is, yes, your friend, the one
I think it was probably
playing the guards, yes, did well.
I thought I did. I got 21.
Oh, yes. So you did early, didn't you, in the narration? That is very fine. Yes. Your narrator was very well spoken.
Haha.
What about me? I didn't roll at all, James.
No?
What do I get?
Look, I guess looked at is probably the way of it. No, there wasn't a roll for the section you were doing in the play. On that
Which
one.
is fantastic since I have nothing to charisma, so this was the perfect roll for him.
Fair enough. No worries. But yeah, so you guys are going to make your way out of the tower then, I guess, and back onto the streets of Ythryn, and we'll see where things will take us from there, I guess, on that one.
As they're leaving, Linus is going to turn to Arion and go, maybe after this is all over, you could join like an amateur dramatics group. You seem to really thrive on the stage.
The Miranda show.
Are you okay? You seem a little bit off. Is your lips stuck together?
I mean, his lips are still a little bit blue, but he just looks like really awkward. As opposed to like suffering.
But Linus will just like give a comforting pat on his arm and go, if you want to talk about it, it's fine. I'm here if you need to. Are you embarrassed?
He just pats you on the head. He doesn't look at you, but he just pats you on the head and like strokes your hair a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And then
Linus is desperate for affection, so this is wonderful.
Linus starts purring.
Fair enough. So you guys returning to the streets of Ythryn for the first time. As you come out, obviously, Linus, the obelisk is still visible to you on the far side of the space. The other thing that obviously catches your eye now is this giant glowing ball of light in the middle of the space underneath you all, as you are actually quite close by to where this tower is, and past the shield you can see what looks to be. You can only describe what looks literally like the brightness of a star coming out of the inside of whatever that is.
Oh.
Hey, Cadavax? Is that his name?
Cadavix, he says, yes.
What's that? What's it doing that for?
That's the Mythalar. Looks like it is leaking power. It's not supposed to do that.
Could there be a catastrophic aftermath if it leaks too much?
Yes, I'd imagine so.
I have never known it do leak, so I don't know. And it's probably at that moment in time where what you saw previously, where it sort of erupts in like Rime light out of the in Cadavax is like, holy shit, as it sort of just basically explodes with that Rime light coming out of the top of the tower, and it begins shining away. That light, the aurora light that you've seen before, comes exploding out of the top of the tower. He says, "Oh no, that's disconcerting. Jesus."
Well, whenever I make these machines with arcane power, if the arcane power starts leaking out of the containment cell battery, it can just explode. I'd imagine this is very much the same. This amount of power would probably be a bit more than a little toy exploding.
Yeah, something of that power. God, Lord knows what it's doing on the surface. That must be insane. That
He's
needs to
keeping
be
everything
fixed.
dark on the surface. We told you that.
Oh shit! I didn't realise that's what you meant. You mean you think it's coming from here? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I imagine though, if this continues, it's going to get worse. Not just keep it dark upstairs. Upstairs.
It clearly needs to be fixed. But yes, whatever can do that will have to be done from within the tower. But yes, the quicker we can get to the parts of the Octad, the better, I guess.
Well, what's that over there?
The obelisk. It's a thing of last resort, but if it's not been activated by now, it's impossible to do.
It's Ashe whispers to Triss. It's the thing that turns back time, but we don't have the staff to use it.
Oh.
Yes.
We learned about this last session.
Yes, Triss wouldn't run.
I remember a lot of Linus looking longingly at the Obelisk. But I didn't know we had an actual explanation of what it was. So
it's only been described as a last resort, a thing of last resort, and if it's not been used, it means that whatever device to control it is missing or hasn't been used. So therefore, it must be gone.
What was this thing on the way? Did we go to that at all? This tower?
You did, yes. That was the Tower of Evocation. That's the one where the slimes were and the fight and the big hands were.
I did watch the vid. I promise. It's just obviously
You didn't memorize it? How dare you?
Because when you watch the video, James has got the whole map in, and when you click on the map, when it's completely zoomed out, you can hardly see.
Yes, fair enough. Yeah, it's not quite.
I thought the monolith. I thought the obelisk was this thing over here, whatever that is.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, that's all right. No worries. But yeah, Kedovax is now eager to get to the next tower, which obviously he has told you is the Tower of Enchantment, where his friends that he is seeking and to see if they are still alive would be.
Okay, one sec.
I now have on the robe of eyes, the robe of many eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
what's
since
it like seeing everywhere at once?
I was about to say, James, I have you gave Arion an hour to do his thing with his robe, so I'm guessing I have an hour with mine, so I'm guessing I'm attuned to it, yes?
Sure, yeah. Between that and the play, that'll be fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So I'm just giving you a heads up. I now have this on, which lets me see invisibility and into the ethereal plane up to 120 feet.
Okay, fair enough.
And you have 360 degree vision.
Vision and advantage on perception checks.
We're walking over to this.
It's a little bit freaky, Darvin. Basically, everywhere you look, there is a wizard that looks mutated in some way, with a single eye, looking at you in some sort of ghostly visage of a wizard, in robes. Pretty much everywhere you look, there'll be one of these.
Darvin absolutely freaks out.
Fair enough.
He's like, "Oh, what the? There's one! I didn't see that! Go over there!
Joe! Oh, Darvin, no!
Linus, you can calm yourself down.
Some sort of strange one-eyed fish flies past you.
Oh no!
Darvin, you're wearing a magical cloak that lets you see things that we can't see. They've been there the whole time. They're there always, but they won't bother you. You'll just see them. It's fine. Just admire them.
This purpley hue to them. If they got a purpley hue, just don't worry about it.
No, there's a fish thing. It's full behind me.
Just ignore the fish. They ignore us.
Darvin, I really want to know, what's it like seeing completely around you?
I hate it. Who wants to trade? Ashe, do you want to trade? Oh.
No.
Darvin, when you look up at the tower above, you can see what you can only describe as a ginormous green skull, literally into the structure of the building at the top, staring down at the group of you like two beamed searchlight eyes, looking at the party from above. Ridiculously over the top in size, looking down Castle Grayskull kind of skull shape coming out of the top of this tower, looking down with glowing green eyes, looking at the party.
Okay, so the one-eyed wizards, they've always been here, and the flying fish, they've always been here, and fuck.
Yep.
What is?
You just need to if you take the robe off, you're still attuned to it. Does it deactivate?
I think it would deactivate is probably the best way.
Look, best thing to do, Darvin, is take the robe off. Just take it off. I'll hold it.
Since Darvin said fuck, he's literally just staring at the top of the tower, just mouth agape.
So Triss just goes like behind Darvin and just takes it off very slowly, takes it off him. There we go. There we go. Take a look around now and everything's fine.
It's okay. Like Linus is like giving him comfort.
Does it all go away?
It does, yeah. It disappears from your vision as it sort of fades as they pull the cloak off you.
Oh, well.
I think it's gonna get some getting used to. To be fair, we're probably in a really bad place for this to be a first experience. But if you get used to it here, then it's not going to be a problem anywhere.
True.
I guess. So the one-eyed wizards, those are just
Nothics, yeah.
They look very similar to that, except in wizard robes a bit more.
Yeah, I turned to the wizard with us.
Yes.
Still holding the robe just here.
Yep. Kadavix is still there and looking as he does. But there's similarities.
Okay, what about the gigantic fucking skull on top of that tower? Is that normal?
Not from descriptions of the use of the cloak I've read before. That doesn't sound normal.
But if it's in the ethereal plane, it probably is fine.
There is a gigantic, it is. I can't describe how large it is, but it is a giant green skull, and it has light coming out of its eyes, and it is just staring at us.
The conversation's going on a bit longer than she thought, so Triss is going to put the robe just over her shoulder instead of just holding it there for Darvin.
No problem.
Can I do a roll to see if I know anything about a glowing green skull? Because, to Linus, that's weird, because that's...
yeah, you
I
can.
could as well, because
it's going to be a perception. See how well you can... Yeah, see if you can match it up.
Even though I can't see it. For perception.
Oh,
Would it
be
like an Arcana?
Arcana, yeah.
Yeah, I know you would be looking, but that would only tell you what sort of maybe that might give you a hint of the magic. Then, yeah, if you go for Arcana, then that's no problem. It won't get you what you think you're getting. But yeah.
I'm gonna Arcana.
God fucking damn it!
Nice.
Fair enough. Linus, you're not entirely sure, but obviously magic can bleed between the realms. Yeah. That's definitely something you would get. Triss, you would say that some being of immense power would have to be involved to bleed that far in between the realms, like that, from what he was describing.
Oh, so. Triss would just say, it's got to be some kind of powerful entity that can bleed through realities, something like that.
Yeah, it would have to be something very pretty powerful to be able to pull that off.
But it doesn't seem like it can affect us directly, right? Or is it invisible?
You don't know.
I mean, I only thought when I put on the robe and then all the Nothic wizards and the freaky flying things, I just looked up and then at the top of that tower, and he kind of shows how large it would be in his vision with his arms, and it's just like a gigantic circle. It is massive, and it is just staring a hole through us. It's not looking anywhere else.
Triss will go sort of blurb out some arcane rubbish she knows about stuff like this because Jamie doesn't.
No, that's fair enough. With a 29, I'll give you a few little bits. You're in a place where there is a material that can absorb magic in vast quantities. There is for no better words, a battery that can power everything, and then if there's an entity involved that can use any of that That's a hell of a combination of things that is going on right now.
I say all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I just say.
Oh.
My voice went funny for a second, but that's what I said.
James, would this be like a religion role, maybe?
No, not
Okay.
really. You're not in a religious
They didn't
place.
do this in the Boy Scouts.
The little lads.
Lord lads, yeah.
The little lads, Lord Scouts, yes.
Fair enough.
But she's like, I'd be wary of it, but I don't know if it's directly affecting our plane. We'd have to, I guess, see what happens. But if it's drawing energy from this battery, then we need to sort it out, and then maybe it'll sort that thing out. But it's a good thing you noticed it. But I don't know how relevant it is to us right now.
I mean, we're going inside that tower, and it's looking at us. I would call that relevant, but I can just tell you what I saw. I don't know what it means. Maybe you can use the cloak and check it out yourself. Maybe if you looked at it directly, you'd get more insight. I don't know, but I'm just letting you know that it is a thing, and I feel like it's relevant.
I'm just trying to calm him down.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I again, Darvin, it's because you're seeing. There might be a little tremble in Triss's voice as well, but she's good. He's because you're seeing into the ethereal plane, so the things that you can see aren't really there. They're just sort of like echoes, and you can't interact with them. Like you put the cloak back on and try and hit one of those wizards, you just go straight through them. They're not really there. It's like seeing ghosts, which we all know is a real thing in this world.
Yeah.
Do you put the cloak back on?
It's up to you. If you want to, like, I can keep it for you here. You could have it another time. But I mean, it's it's a really good thing you literally brought our attention to it, because otherwise we wouldn't have known. It's probably a good idea you have it on. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'll keep it on. I'll keep an eye on that thing that's keeping an eye on us. And if anything,
what does she like hold, like pretends to hold up an axe? I don't know. What does your friend think? Does he have any sort of
James would
reservations about it?
My rider have any sort of input on this?
No, nothing. It's not his wheelhouse on that one. But
I mean, like
if
he's scared or something, that's what I was trying.
No,
he says that he can't hit it, so it doesn't matter right now.
There we are. Right? You listen to him mostly, right?
He doesn't. He's not right about everything, but fine.
But I'm happy just to keep this if you don't feel comfortable wearing it right now. But
no,
I
think if that thing's been looking at us the entire time, we should pay attention to it in case something else happens with it. So give it back.
She gives it back.
I will say that Linus has seen a green skull tattoo appear on Ashe out of nowhere.
Linus
He's
does.
the only one that's seen.
Yeah, Linus will be aware of this, but he is looking at Ashe, which is one of the reasons he's mainly
Ashe is looking up at the thing to try and see if Darvin's actually talking any truth. She's just looking up.
Yeah, Linus is looking to see Ashe's reaction.
All looks normal up there as you're looking.
Triss is like slides over to Juniper and goes like whispers in your ear going, I think Linus has a thing for Ashe, you know? She keeps looking at him all the time.
Darvin, are you putting the cloak back on as they're talking?
God, can you imagine that relationship?
So Darvin, as Triss is talking to Juniper, when you look at Juniper, she is almost twice her normal size, and glowing with like surrounded in blue starlight.
Oh shit!
So, Darvin puts the robe on, looks up, Is the skull still there looking at us?
Yes, the skull is still looking at you from up there. Yes.
And he turns and says, "All right, I'll keep out." "Oh, come on, no!" And he takes off the cloak and he throws it down on the ground. He walks away. He's like, "Let's go, Doc! Come on!" I didn't want to look at any of this stuff anymore.
Just to pick it up and like flap it off a bit and be like, "Okay, I'll just keep it in the bag then, okay?"
Juniper, why do you look like you're twice as tall and much more freaky when I put that on?
What?
What?
I have no idea what you are talking about. I am just myself.
Insight check.
Fair enough. Oof, that was the quickest. I want an insight check.
It's only because Juniper's growing in power. Maybe you're seeing her aura.
You also see
Insight check,
Ashe is
yeah.
concerned at that as well. By the way.
Oh no, I'm still thinking
Looking
about
at
Ashe.
I'll say with a 20, Juniper genuinely has no idea what you're talking about. Except for indeed, oh, she's growing in power. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you did.
If Darvin wants it, I'll give it to you.
Okay, well then not yet. Because Darvin's still in the middle of this dialogue. Yeah, Juniper, you don't look like you when I put that thing on. And the way Triss tells it, that thing shows the truth. It shows what we can't see. You are in a way, and I if you don't know what it is, and I believe you when you say that, I think it's something we need to figure out. Giant skull, important. What's going on with you, important.
How did it look?
You were twice your size, and you honestly kind of like monstrous, I guess would be a way to put it.
Yeah, I suppose the way it would describe it would be even more icy than usual. Claws for hands, and just even deeper blue glowing eyes would be the best description. And an even more dramatically icy crown above her head.
You were twice your size, ice for days. Your icy crown was real impressive. You had claws for hands, and your eyes were glowing blue.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why that would be.
I don't know either. I'm just letting you know what I saw. And I think it's important that everybody knows, and I don't think this is just something that we should just, let go to the side.
It's just gonna put a hand above Juniper.
Yeah,
like,
your hand's there. It's fine.
It just goes through. There's nothing there.
Yeah, no, nothing. No.
There's nothing there, Darvin. I assume it's to do with like perhaps your powers, Juniper, and because you were trained by hags. Maybe it's like that's how it manifests.
Maybe.
Like sort of like because they serve the Frostmaiden.
You're not sure on that one, but
no, okay, I won't say that then. But perhaps because they were hags, and that's just how the power is manifested, maybe. And you can only see it through there because it's like ethereal. There's nothing physically there.
What I think should happen is when we get a chance, maybe somebody who knows a little bit more about magic than the cook. Use that robe. Look at the things I saw. Maybe they can come to some different conclusions. All right? But until then, God, I hate that thing. Triss, give me the robe back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I mean, it sucks. It just sucks so much. But I feel like we gotta keep an eye on this stuff.
But you sound like you're doing us a service by doing it. Like, if it is hard, I mean, you're used to like voices in your head and stuff, so perhaps you're probably the best for it. Like you can deal with that sort of thing.
I trust
There's
Darvin
there's that,
to deal with
and then
this.
there's this.
I mean, it's just the next stage, right? Like chuckling. You know it. You're hearing things, now you're seeing things. Do you know what I mean?
That's how the process works. I trust that Darvin will be fine. It's
I
just
do too.
that
I think
first
he'll be
initial
fine.
shock.
So yeah, go ahead and yeah. Lay it on me.
Okay.
Give it a hit.
I put it on you, or do you just want it?
Well, I mean, I hold my hand for it.
I put it like awkwardly on one arm, and I'm like, because I don't know what you wanted, so it's just on one arm that you were outreached with.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Tris. Thank you very much. And I shoulder the robe back on. I put it on, and again, I look at Juniper.
Yeah, same visage again with the large claws, the ice going on, the crown, etc. The only other thing that you get if you don't instantly throw it away is that there looks like you can see what looks like a thin silver streak of light that seems to be like going out from her towards the actual middle of the tower.
Oh, I missed that before. Juniper. First off, hi. I wave at the giant monstrous thing with glowing blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. Make a perception check, Darvin. As that's going on.
All right, I do this at advantage now.
Mm-hmm.
Or less, like Juniper's like cutely waving, and instead of like Darvin, this monster's like.
But he's looking up at the skull as well at this point. So he's just wanting to get in.
24.
You with that high perception, a few things you pick up. The thread or that silver light that's coming from Juniper is connected to the shiny silver light. You don't see this as yellow light here. You see this as a cold silvery light. It's connected to that directly.
This thing right here?
Yes, correct. The eyes of the skull are following, like they're staring daggers at Juniper.
Oh. Okay, gang. I'm sorry I keep having to lay stuff on you when I put this on, but Juniper, there's some sort of string that's connecting you to that shiny ball over there. It's the same color. And also, that gigantic fuck-off skull, Juniper, it is staring directly at you like you owe it money. I would have said daggers, but you said daggers. I didn't want to take it.
No, that's fair enough.
So the skull...
For scale, I'll give you the so you get like the two giant eyes of the thing are above, staring down. On that
Thank
one.
you.
That's right. Just to give you a scale, to give you a scale of it. Yes.
So the skull doesn't like Juniper.
Not that I can see. I don't.
Again,
It is-
I lied.
I mean, I've never seen an angry-looking skull because they don't really emote. But that thing does not look happy with her in the least.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely
Like that,
staring
yeah.
at her. It's definitely staring at her. Yes.
And Juniper will, under her breath, like start to mutter something, but like, yeah, only to herself.
Mm-hmm.
What does
I'm
she
very
say?
perceptive. Do I hear it?
I can read your lips. with Ash's feet.
Is
she saying enough to pick up on
well,
it, or
what
is it
she
more
would
of
be
a
saying
mutter?
is like, would that be the ancient she was talking about?
Okay.
Ashe to Linus, because she's the only one looking at Ashe. He's the only one. Ashe just looks kind of defeated towards Juniper. Let's say that.
Okay.
Linus' eyes narrow.
this party now is like
the cameras
jumping between between these people's faces. Yeah, look at that face.
Oh, and now Darvin is gonna like take a good long hard look at like like everyone just to make sure, just make sure.
No, fair enough. What else would you pick up in that moment? Kind of an aura around Linus. That would definitely be true.
Okay.
Triss, where her heart is, there would be a very bright red glow coming from her.
Warlock.
Arion looks very fashionable.
Arion looks great.
Okay, Linus, the aura thing that I think you were talking about before. I think I'm seeing it now. Yeah, one around you, like you were talking about.
No, probably because of my connections with magic. So
yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Darvin's gonna look at his axe.
Yes, you'll see that reddish aura that Linus had described to you before. That's definitely there, and you can definitely see it.
You know what? You're right. The red looks good. He's talking over his shoulder. He waits for a response, and then says, "Yeah, I mean, it took me a minute to come around, but you're right. When you're right, you're right. What can I say?" And he puts the axe back. I would love to tell Trispella about that thing on her heart, but she's gone.
So have we lost her? Or lost her?
Well, Jamie said BRB and then walked off.
Apology,
so.
I didn't catch that. I can't, without the cameras, it's tough.
That's why I'm trying to RP stall.
RP stalling.
Okay,
fair enough.
Let's do Linus is gonna just say to Darvin, like, can I just talk to you 1 second? 1 second, just I'm gonna ask you something.
Yeah, sure. He walks off. He leaves. He walks off in a way that, like, even though the robe looks everywhere for him, he still wants to keep his eyes both on the gigantic skull and Juniper.
Yeah.
He hasn't figured out the usefulness of the robe yet.
I'd like you just to subtly, if you can, maybe, those tattoos on Ashe's arms.
Yeah.
If you get a look at them, anything similar to what's going up in the sky? Don't make a big deal out of it. Keep it to yourself, but then come and tell me if the two match. Just for my own little research.
Darvin now actively uses the thing that the robe lets him look in all directions, and so he still is like looking at Linus, but he looks like he's concentrating real hard to still see Ashe's tattoos on her arms if they're visible, and if they match the skull.
Are they visible at this point, Ashe, or would they be wrapped? I don't know.
No, just the wrists and hands are wrapped, so there are visible tattoos all over it.
Fair enough, no worries.
She's got face tattoos as well that go. It looks like, if you can zoom in, it kind of looks like tears, but they're slightly greener, as is everything.
Yes, fair enough. I think the thing you would get, Darvin, definitely a tinge of green in the same color hue as the skull, and there is one on her that looks exactly like a certain skull in the sky.
Linus, yeah, she's her tattoos are kind of like the exact same shade, and one of them, a spitting image of that skull up there.
Ashe, I'm assuming you're here. You're picking up all of this. I don't have to tell you.
You can't read Linus's lips because Linus has a mask on.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But the perception check of Ashe is so ridiculously high.
Yeah, Darvin still says it. There's another thing. Here, maybe you'll know what's going on with this. Hey, Triss.
Yeah.
And Darvin walks up and he just kind of puts a finger to your chest, right over your heart. Not hard, but it's kind of taps you and goes,
Rude.
right here. It's all red.
What?
It's all like there's like a red glow.
What?
Like a concentrated
You
spot?
have a red glow right around this area on you. You said something was maybe blocking you. I don't know if that information helps, but you got something going on there.
My heart?
Yeah, it's glowing red.
Maybe that's where your magic's being sealed. Because, as Darvin said, I'm surrounded by my magic, because my magic is accessible to me. Maybe that's the one point that it's being held. Maybe that's what that means.
Okay. This is like deep in thought, and
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything Triss can possibly glean from that at all?
I need you to make me. I need you to make
Does
me
my-
a
does my
wisdom
patron
roll.
know?
No, wisdom roll, please.
Straight wisdom. Check wisdom. Oh,
A 20. Okay.
Nice.
Triss.
choked on.
Oh no!
I'm sorry for the rest of you for a moment. You are in a bed. You suddenly come round for a moment and you recognise that this is your old room back in your parents' home. You sort of come round with a start.
Where am I? Is this current time? Like, am I my age?
No,
I know everything.
you appear to be smaller. You look down and it's like, looking at the hands of a younger version of yourself.
What? Should get out of bed.
No worries. You can you see a little bit of light through the window. You can see the grounds of your family home. There's rain. There seems to be like thunder and rain going on outside.
Dad?
You do hear voices coming from one of the other rooms further down the hall.
Dad?
Mom? So far silence as you make your way across the corridors outside the old rooms.
I know, like, Triss knows the way around this house. I don't.
No,
so
that's okay. Yeah, you know your parents. You know your parents' study and their rooms are off down this one. It's about when you get to this point, Triss, that you can hear your mother and your father in the room on the other side of the door. And they seem to be quite heated in the moment as this is going on. And as she says, you hear your mother's voice say, she says, "I don't know how. This can't be happening. We can't keep contemplating this, Giovanni." And she seems like she is loud and very agitated, Triss, as you start making your way to the door.
I'll. Like any child when parents are arguing, I shall not interrupt and listen intently.
Fair enough. You hear your father is less hysterical at that one.
I literally like leaning against the door, like ear on it, so I can make sure I can hear everything. Sort of
Fair
thing.
enough. He says, "I'm sorry, but I don't think we have any sort of a choice. If they find out what we've seen in the notes, then they will clearly come for her. There must be more of a way." And she seems to be tearing up and desperately sobbing in the room beyond.
This is where Triss would sort of like creak the door open and. Is everything okay? Oh, look how small I am compared to them.
The others can't see at the moment, but, unfortunately. But they'll be able to see on the video when the time comes. Your mother quickly hastily wipes a tear. Oh, I may have given you Triss's vision to make
I
it
used
work.
to control Triss so I can see.
Nice.
Okay.
I quickly she wipes away a tear and she says, Triss, you're up. I'm sorry. Me and your father, we were just talking. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yes.
What?
We just had a little bit of bad news. I'm sorry. Let me take you back to bed. And she sort of like tries to pick you up. You're small now, as she goes to do this.
But I'm small now. But am I? What can I explain? Like Triss now? Can like I ask questions as Triss, or am I supposed to be young Triss?
You don't.
Or is this a memory?
This is probably a memory, but you're not sure of how. Yeah, you're interacting with a memory. I suppose is the way to look at it. She's picking you up and starting to walk you out of the room. I need you to make a perception check as she's doing that for me.
This is so terrifying.
Fair enough. With a 15, your father had some sort of a strange, set of rosary beads that he was holding as he had been talking to your mother, with a strange star symbol on one side as they were talking. Your mum slowly but surely walks you back into your bedroom.
Well, I don't. What's wrong? I heard you were talking about. There must be another way, and it didn't sound like you.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. We were just. There must be another way to deal with this awful weather. It's terrible. Look outside, as she sort of points out again towards the outside.
I don't know how young I am here.
Well, she's holding you at the time, but yeah, she looks outside at the thunder and the lightning. She says, "It will pass." As you do see that, Triss, you watch as a little fox makes its way across the garden, sort of pittering around and moving on.
Like a fox.
There's more wild animals than you expect, even in the city. Let's put you back to bed.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay?
Everything will be fine, dear. Just remember, we always love you. And it's of at that moment that whoosh, you'll be back in the space with the rest of them.
A fox? What?
Where? Linus looking around.
I just remembered something. My mother and father they were arguing about something, saying that it's the only thing he can do, and if they found out, she would be in trouble. Is that what you said?
Yes, yeah. That's the gist.
And maybe that was about me. I can't. And I remember seeing I explained the symbol perfectly.
Fair enough, no problem. It's a symbol you've seen while you've been travelling around here. It's the Mistral symbol that you've seen in other places. The ancient symbol of magic that has been on your travels here within the city.
Yeah,
my dad.
Linus will pull one out as you describe it, because that's the one thing he's kept on this entire journey that he found before.
My parents
you found that on the body of one of the wizards early in the ice caves. To your memory, Triss, an exact replica of what your father was holding that night. Now that memory has been triggered,
so Triss kind of snatches it off Linus. She's like, "This is exactly it." So sort of holding it in her hand. She's like, "This is the sign of Mistral, though, right?"
A very old magic. A very old sign. Yeah, it's a very old magical sign.
But why would he have such an old symbol? What does it mean? Is the fox of any relevance? Is the fox of any relevance? We shall find out.
Who knows? Yeah. A dream is a dream, though. I will say that.
Yeah. Dream of a fox.
Well, you can keep that, I guess.
Oh, sorry. It's just.
No, it's fine. It has meaning.
She just saw her hand go
me.
to hand it back. She's just like, I did. It's just. What does it mean? Did my parents do this to me?
Darvin's scratching his beard and says, well, I mean, we saw that fox demon a couple days ago. That's the only fox we have seen in recent memory. Maybe it just leaked into your memory or something. Though she was really interested in you. Like, really interested.
Maybe. She's sort of twiddling it in her fingertips.
Fair enough. Yeah, as you do that, you see on the as you look at the sort of like it's made up of like these rosary beads that go around. You start twisting the letters and you start to see T R I as you start to twist the runes.
See, like Jamie just now, I just literally had a shiver from the top of my head down to my legs. I was like,
you're gonna look out your window and there's gonna be a fox on your lawn.
Whoa!
She sort of as she sees it, she sort of drops it because obviously it's startling, and she scrambles to pick it back up to see if what she saw was real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's real. It's definitely got your name written on
it. She's literally turns to Linus. She's like, "What's going on?"
What do you mean?
She's holding it this way,
Oh, I did not notice your name on it. I was too busy trying to hide it from Ashe when I first picked it up.
She's like proper teary, and she's like, "I don't know what does it mean."
Do I know anything about putting names on holy symbols? If there's any relevance to that, or if it's just a way of labeling it to belong to someone?
You can make a history check, I guess, and if it makes sense in anything from that point of view. A good roll might get you something.
Does this also mean that your father came here? Or where did we find this?
Well,
I found it here.
He's still in Waterdeep, unless he came searching for me, but...
Why did that roll?
But why would he come here?
There we go.
Oh, what does it mean? 24! 11. That's what it was.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing comes to mind, but it doesn't seem like a common thing from that point of view.
And this looks really old, does it?
Anciently old, yes.
There's no way this is... could be somebody else's, though, because Trispel is...
If I worked in the same university as Triss's parents, would I know what their field of interest was?
They were magical teachers, I think.
They were in teaching, but yeah,
But you always have an interest when you're in academics. There's always one thing that you'll be like, that's
what they specialised in, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Necromancy and divination.
Oh yeah, that's why they gimped Triss, because they were like, nope, she don't like this. No more magic for you.
Fair enough.
And time traveling.
I'm not sure you would, Linus. No, because there's too many hints. So I will hold that back if that's okay.
Yeah, I can't seem to remember what your parents studied specifically. They were a bit jack of all trade, and they weren't very good at sharing books. I remember that much. But no, can't think of how that might help.
Is there any sort of... Can I inspect this locket? Good inspect it? Is there some sort of is it like some sort of locket, or is it just flat medallion?
It's got some dimension to it, but yeah, there's it certainly seems like it's fairly ornate and very old. Yeah, you can make an inspection of it if you want to spend some time.
Yes, I want to spend as much time trying to figure out my life.
Well, yeah. We'll call this an initial look. Yes, yeah.
10. I haven't got nothing to give myself either because I use it all in my bloody play.
No, fair enough. Well, at the moment, nothing else comes to mind, barring it's definitely got your name on it, and it's quite ornate and old.
You, Mr. Wizard guy.
Hello, hi. Yes.
Do you happen to know? My parents' names. Jesus.
Giovanni was one of them.
Giovanni and Maria.
Fair enough.
Maria.
Rostiani.
He says.
Does those names ring any bells?
Not to me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm from a different age. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's what I was hoping. That something relating to this time magic. I thought maybe we may have my parents came from a different time or something. I was thinking with this all the magic and this it's got my name on it, but then I would have had to come from here too, I guess.
Does the name Triss mean anything to the wizard?
Trisbella?
I'm sorry, no. I'm. It sounds unusual. It doesn't sound like a name from here.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it's on this medallion and.
Can I say Triss's name in Netherese? Is there like a Netherese version of Triss's name?
Would it translate?
That's fine.
Yeah, names don't unless there's
it would be very it would be very odd, and it wouldn't. You don't think it would pass muster as a Netherese word, if that makes sense?
Yeah. Okay.
I wish I could just ask. I wish I could just find out what's going on.
Well, I mean, who would you want to ask?
My dad.
Do you have a picture? Do you know? Can you show me what he looks like? Because I can send a message.
No, I don't have a picture.
No way for you to magically show me, I
can't use magic.
This is the problem.
This is like laughing about it because obviously I'm literally breaking. She'll have a fucking breakdown. She just doesn't know
what to do. Fair enough.
I mean, I didn't mean to upset you. I just thought that you'd want to know.
No, Darvin, I do want to know.
Look, we are hoping to find more wizards in the tower. We're going to follow Catarax to meet his friends. And then...
Where did you find this, Linus?
It was in that first tower with magic. Linus remembers the name of it. It's where where mages go in to recharge.
Yeah, so it's a part of the city that had fallen free and had landed in the caves of hunger.
Yeah.
So it's part of this city.
It was definitely part of this city, yeah.
I did take it off a body.
You did.
Oh. What?
I will have met his dad, so her dad, will I now thinking back on it, did it look like her dad?
Unfortunately, a 1,000-year-old looking corpse, it didn't look like her dad.
No. If it did, then that's a shame on your dad's looks.
We do a DNA test.
Go back, yeah.
That body was like mummified, right? It was like 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
It couldn't possibly be. I mean, I spoke to my dad, 2 years ago? Because I've been trapped in this bloody place for 2 years.
It's been a couple of years, yeah.
Well,
now that you have you have that like rosary thing, right? Like, is that magical? Perhaps you need to do something with that. Perhaps that will.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just not to mince it round. Triss is going to like detect magic to. So she don't want to fail her arcane roll or anything, you know.
Fair enough.
Pop.
No worries. As you do, you trigger the message inside the amulet.
Oh.
What's going on?
So in your head only. Shall we go to the whisper room for a moment?
Okay.
Yay! Oh, we're done with that whisper room.
Okay. One sec. Okay, Triss, you will hear the words, "My daughter, if you are hearing this, I must be dead by this point.
Oh, fuck.
I have spent most of my life trying to protect you from that which I know that you must do. You must be by now deep within the Netherese city. And you are prophesized to turn back the world. You must do this to save all that we know. Many have tried to stop this from occurring, and we've had to do many things to protect you. But it is prophesized. And if you have this at this point, it is for certain your destiny." And that's when the message stops.
Fucking hell, man.
Okay.
He's 1,000 years old, oh no!
Right.
I gotta...
Back we go.
No, time.
Yes.
I
Incoming roll.
animal handling.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh no, he wasted on
So there was an animal inside the locket, and it said, you have to roll a natural 20 to tame me! And there we are.
And congratulations, yes, the pet is yours.
Triss is crying.
Oh, you just suddenly
surprising.
cry, yeah, because we don't know why.
Can Juniper like get up to you and say, "What's wrong? What is wrong, Triss?
It was my dad.
What is going on?"
He's dead.
No, that is impossible. Your
I know
dad is
it doesn't make any sense, but he left this for me as a message inside that says that if I'm hearing this, that I'm dead, and that I'm apparently prophesized to turn back the time, and they've had to keep me safe all this time, and that they had to keep me safe to make the prophecy come true. But I don't know how. Is my crying voice good?
Great, fantastic.
Linus is like rubbing his temples. He's like, okay, there's been a lot of information in a very short period of time.
Well,
So,
perhaps we will be able to save him if we can turn back time.
I don't know how, because if it's 1,000 years ago, how is it even possible?
But if it was 1,000 years
We
ago,
can't
then
turn back time 1,000 years.
This guy, Ashe, you notice he's trying to get away.
Yeah, Ashe just grabs his hood.
Whoa,
Still looking at Juniper, but grabs his hood.
he stops as he goes. He goes.
Why you running?
He stopped. Well, no reason. We need to get on with the next tower. Make an insight check if you wish.
out of eyes now.
Very easy insight check.
Who can do the insight check?
Anyone that was willing to, in that
God.
moment.
Well,
Damn
Darvin
it.
can hear everything
yeah.
now, right? Because he has the. Oh wait, does the robe only work with eyes?
Sight,
or...
yeah, it's just
Mhm.
sight. Yeah.
Okay, so then never mind. I apologize.
Yeah, he's being incredibly awkward. You didn't need a 26 to know He may not be lying, but he is certainly not is not fully telling the truth either.
You'll stay here until we're done. Can't you see that Triss is upset?
Okay. Yeah.
We'll pull him back.
Seems a bit awkward as he's sort of like, yeah. Then he'll step into line.
I'm sorry that my family dying is inconvenient to you.
He's just looking a bit like, okay, uncomfortable with this.
Darvin goes to stand next to Arion, and is just like, I didn't mean to open up this can of worms. I put on the robe and I see like everything. By the way, Arion, you're looking great, brother.
What? Sorry? What are you wearing?
Robe lets me see way too much.
Oh, no, thank you.
I didn't, what? Definitely.
He just goes back to like staring off into the distance, like has completely zoned out of this entire situation.
He's in his own world.
Arion's got rogue powers, so like when Arion kissed Juniper, he absorbed her memories, and now he's heartless as well.
Oh wow!
Now he's the Frostmaiden.
He just looks very, very deep in thought, which is very, very weird for Arion.
Characteristic.
Linus is like looking around the group at the moment, like he's like his suspicions of Ashe had just gone through the roof. His like concern about Juniper's power is there. Triss is having a mental breakdown. Darvin is struggling with being able to see everything, and Arion seems to be thinking. So Linus is now like, what is
trying
happening?
to weigh up which is the most disturbing.
We have to work out what to deal with first.
Yeah, exactly. It does seem like a plethora of PST problems going on around you. Yeah.
So Triss, if you're comfortable sharing, did your father leave instruction about how you become prophesized to deal with the go back time?
No.
Nope.
Did he not? He didn't, did he?
No instruction
he just
whatsoever.
Said when I was prophesied to do it. I guess we just follow what we're currently doing, and maybe I can help with the process of the time reversal or something.
Hopefully, yes. But to be honest, apart from the unfortunate fate of your father, of course, there is the silver lining of, if there's a prophecy with going back in time, then that means it's not a far-fetched notion. We've kind of been going here on theory and hearsay, but this is a bit more solid that this is something we can do and that we will do. So take heed in that.
It's nonsense, Kadovic says. It can't be.
My father, his body was like 1,000 years old. Of course it could be.
It can't be. It must be madness. That the city would not be in this state if it was true. It's nonsense.
Yes,
You're incredibly narrow-minded, sir.
Yeah, that I've got an amulet with my name on it from 1,000 years ago from my father who died 1,000 years ago. It must be crazy.
It must be planted. It can't be real.
Yes, you were making perfect sense.
Is the way he's saying it with fear, or just I don't believe it? Is he trying to say it to convince himself?
I think he's trying. I'll give it Ashe and even you on that one. I think he's just trying to convince himself it cannot be because of what he's seeing around him.
Well, I definitely think this is a sign that we're going the right way and we'll get the job done.
Perhaps what happened was coming to the end of my father's life. Maybe he travelled here and went back in time himself and left me this. Maybe
that is all possible, but
I can't think of any other possible way that it would make any more sense. Do you know?
Or it's self-fulfilling. Maybe we've already done this all before and we've had to send a message to ourselves.
Impossible.
To make sure we go back and do it all again.
Why are you talking like Juniper, Arion?
Yeah, like that Arion. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Sure.
But I don't like the idea of fate. That's why I never liked divination. I don't like not being in control of my own destiny.
We're all in control of our own destinies. Kadavix is saying on that one. Someone is someone is messing with you.
The only person that thought about that is this bloody necromancer.
Yeah, the necromancer in the group is saying these things, yes.
This is too much for me right now. Let's just carry on. I need to...
Yes, let's get to the Tower of Enchantment.
Yes, we're going to the Temple of... Let's just go. Come on.
No problem. And he will lead the way. Excitedly.
Skipping.
I don't know about
Skipping
that.
old necromancer.
Yeah.
But definitely excited by the process.
Linus nudges Arion to make sure he's aware that we're moving, because he's not quite sure that Arion's aware of what's happening all the time at the moment.
Oh, sorry. Yes, of course.
We're moving, buddy.
Where are we going?
The tower. The one that we were going to before.
Yes,
before
the
everyone
Tower of
started having
Enchantment.
problems.
Arion's oblivious and Darvin is way too overstimulated. he's doing circles, just like looking at everything.
You don't need to do circles.
I know, but he doesn't. He's still going to.
So is your vision like a wall? So if you look down, you can see up as well.
Yes, yeah.
Is that what it is? It's not like a spherical view. It's like a 360 view.
Linus turns around and sees Darvin like spinning, and just goes over and gently like holds on to him and guides him to where we're going, whilst I'm assuming Darvin is still like looking around just to make sure.
Yeah, it must
that
be
he
like
is
really
going in the
disorientating to walk.
direction.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, I'm guiding him.
And the looming green skull is at any moment very disconcerting.
Which, by the way, Darvin just says it's still looking. By the way.
Why don't you tell us when it isn't looking? Because that would be more interesting.
Yeah.
Or they changed its looking subject.
Sure. Where did we find the? Where did Linus find the rosary again?
Caves of Hunger in a charging tower that had fallen from the main city on a dead body. You know when I asked you to like carve a hole in the wall for me to go through that bit.
So that was like way back at the beginning of us going down here. So there's no way for us to like revisit it.
No,
but it would be hard going. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Trish
Linus
is just
would
gonna wear
know
it
as
as
well.
well. She's gonna put it on.
That 1,000 years is too far to like get any particularly personal details unless it says on his clothing, "Hi, I'm Trish's dad."
Oh, he did put that in all of his cloaks. I am Trish's dad.
There you go.
For some reason, not Giovanni. He just put Trish's dad.
Trish's dad, yeah.
Well, fair enough.
So that's what it makes
He had Triss's dad on his cloak, and you had Triss on yours.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the next tower. You see the bright pink door with the symbols of enchantment above it as you go. Do you guys hold Kadavak's back, or do you let him go in first, as he would be eagerly trying to?
I think we should just let him go first.
I think that's an Ashe question, since Ashe is the one babysitting him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ash only cared because he was trying to get away from us. If he's just going in the tower in front of us, she'll just let him.
Okay, yeah. So he will open the door and he will step in and looking around at the space. The serene room holds several fake-looking plants positioned around the edge, and is illuminated with gaudy pink lights, banners, depicting pleasant scenes of meadows, sunsets, and waterfalls hang on the walls, with a bunch of dishevelled carpets laying on the floor and around the case. The rest of the floor looks like slippery and icy as this is going on. As Kadavix walks into the room, he yells out, "Avira! Avira, are you here?" And he's sort of yelling that out for a moment, waiting in silence for a moment. Nothing happens in the moment.
Just give you a heads up, James. Darvin still has his regular vision and not his super duper vision.
Also, I'm not with everyone.
That's because you're outside here, but your token is here.
Should I be able to see anything? Because it's just like a complete darkness to me.
Hold on. Let's just change the vision for you. 1 second, because you should be able to see something here. 1 second.
Oh, also, James, I'm wearing the rosary. I don't know if it's got effects or anything. I just let you know.
Oh, no, cool. I can see now. I know that everyone's in there now.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. No, because it's not a dark scene, so it should have been set for that on that one. Icy floors, carpets everywhere. Nothing happens in the moment. Kadavix starts moving forward, and he says, "Avira, are you here?" No response. Starts moving forward. Keeps on going.
Is there anything on this desk, like a bell?
You can definitely make a perception check as that's going on.
Perception's always my worst.
Fair enough.
Perception.
Okay, a whole of a lot of things are happening at once here. So 1 second. Yeah. So 12 on that one. Nothing for Triss as that's going on. However, as Kadavix steps on that carpet, and Ashe and Juniper, you step on this one. They start turning into giant mouths, and they're start trying to eat you all. So okay, we're going to roll some initiative here. Right, 1 second.
I love a classic mimic.
Yeah.
Really great. Brings
a classic mimic of a rug.
Mimic. There we go.
Classic mimic.
He's chopping at the bit. He's like, stop role playing and start fighting.
How in God's name should I get a 37?
What?
That was me. I got a 27.
Why have I got plus 20? What the fuck?
I rolled a natural 20, but mine was only 22.
Okay, so we found where the sheets are a little bit buggered then, so I'm assuming it's giving you the wrong numbers on that one. But whatever your dice rolls are, we'll work it out.
Yeah, it's just giving us an extra 20 for something.
Yeah, it's giving us an extra 20 on that one.
Okay.
I did roll a natural 20, so my 22.
What?
14
I think it's adding them all correctly, as in I think the order will be correct. It's just that you've all got an extra 20 on the number.
I have to say that Darvin's rolled 2d20.
He's got advantage.
I'm supposed to roll 2d20.
So Darvin is right.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So ours are not adding. It looks like it's not adding right because it's
adding the dex score as opposed to the dex modifier.
Yeah, that's right.
So they've broken something on the sheet import on that front. So yeah. So would this order be incorrect then from the dice rolls? Okay. So if Ashe, could you give me what you think your actual number would be? I'll edit it now.
Just give everybody a heads up. I re-imported from D&D Beyond to put on my robe, and I didn't have the same fuckery as you. So maybe if you import your sheet again,
that's very valid.
Correct yourself.
Yes.
Hey, let me quickly do that again.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Thank you, Conrad. That's probably a very good call.
I'm just wondering why. Like mine was the only one that was fine.
Was normal. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense.
I would have 17. Unless you want us to roll again.
Yeah, I'll just have you re-roll your initiative and just see where it comes out, if that makes sense.
Can I not re-roll my initiative?
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
How do you re-roll initiative?
So if you right-hand click on your bar that in the combat tracker, it should give you re-roll initiative as an option in there.
No.
Yeah. But maybe only I can do it. Okay, I will do it for you here. 1 second. Re-rolling your initiative.
No, it's still wrong.
It's still wrong.
31.
Okay, fair enough.
Max I can get is 30, so that's definitely wrong.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you have to give me what your actual number is there from your initial roll, if that's okay.
17.
17 for Ashe. Okay, Linus next on my list.
1 second. So just take away the 17 off the end.
12.
Okay.
Thank you.
Arion, what would yours be?
I would be a whole 9.
A 9. Juniper.
Mine would be, I think, a 20.
A 20.
21 in total.
A 21 total. Nice. Okay. Triss.
That would be a 19.
19 on that one. Darvin is okay. So that's all of you guys out the way. Then we need to update this one, and we'll go for a 13. And this one will be a 16. And I think we're there then. That should bring us in the right order, I believe. Okay, we're going to change that to a bit of battle music. And
The rifle is wrong, I think, James.
Sorry, say again?
I think Triss's rifle is wrong.
Triss's rifle is wrong. Oh no.
I think,
Oh, has it re-imported it wrongly, or?
yeah.
Oh dear.
It's okay, I think it's just 2d8, isn't it? Instead of 3.
Yes. Yeah, it's gone back to the original one then. So yes, it's one. I knew it was one less. So okay. All right. Okay, we can, as these things begin to appear, the first one that gets the surprise round on Kadavix will do a bit of a bite and see how it's going to do on that one. So with a 15, Kadavix is what's his AC?
James, do unknown creatures and do the rugs and Kadavix both actually have monster initiatives like that, or are they added in wrong as well?
Yeah, I took 20 off it. Yeah, on that one, it was still high, but
Wow.
but it's, no, you got to remember it's not the top of the turn order, Conrad. This is you didn't know it was there. It's a surprise round for that creature.
Noted.
Yeah, so they get to go first.
Yeah,
and then we
They're going first,
Yeah.
and then the turn order will be kicking in. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to bite him for 6 piercing and 6 acid. Okay. And 6 acid on that one, and then this one on Juniper. It's going to try and bite, and with an 11 will miss Juniper. So now we are at the top of the turn order. Combat can begin. Darvin, round to you.
Darvin is going to do I rage already? Yeah, these things popped out of nowhere, so I think Darvin is going to rage to Rage. I don't know if I'm connected to this anymore, James. Sorry, let me reload my page.
Okay, no worries.
For some reason, I don't know if it's my connection or if it's my computer or if it's Discord and Foundry.
Oh, there's been a big update to Foundry, so it could be that it's playing up. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
So don't panic. Don't panic.
Perfect time to panic. Sorry.
It'll
Okay,
update
so-
in a couple of times.
So I'm back. Okay, let's try this again. My rage thing didn't go through, so I won't do that. Does that just tell you about rage? That doesn't add rage to me, right?
No, yeah, your rage thing is that you remember you have to do that convenient effects thing on that one. I'll do it for you then. 1 second. Let's see.
Sorry, I'm clicking it. I'm looking at it. It's just not doing it for me.
Oh, yeah, no. Unfortunately, that must have broken convenient effects. Okay, so yeah, you'll have to just bear in mind we have to go back to old-fashioned ways for this time.
Okay, well, this is a +2 damage when I do this. Here's hoping that it didn't mess up Great Webmaster, because I'm about to do it. So, Reckless, Great Weaponmaster.
Okay, was it? I did do the -5 correctly, so on that one, but with a mimic, 1 second, it has an AC of 14. So unfortunately, yes, you are going to miss with the first one.
All right, do it again. How about 17?
17. That will be fine this time. So yes, you will hit this beastie for 15.
Well, I'm gonna use my feet.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'm gonna learn the name of Savage Attacker, which lets me reroll the damage die because I rolled a 1. So
no problem.
A 3, I guess 2 better. So
okay, yeah, it all adds to the thing. So yeah, we'll take a little bit of that. No problem. Anything else on Darvin's turn?
That'll be it.
No problem. Juniper, round to you as the carpet is gnawing at you.
Yeah, I will try to get out of its range. So I'll run away, take an attack opportunity.
Okay, moving away. It's going to try and bite you. I think a 24 will hit.
Yep.
And
actually, because I'm raging, James, my Ancestral Protectors kicks in, which means as long as it's attacking anything other than me, it does so at disadvantage, which means that is a 10.
That's it. That is definitely a 10 then, yes. There you go. So yes, Juniper runs away freely, no problem.
And I will cast Blessing of Frostmaiden, so bless, on Ashe, Darvin, and Arion. Like a little ice crystals will start to grow on your person, on your weapons, and you will get like a d4 to your.
Is Arion's bless a kiss to try and confuse him even more?
No, it's just
blows
ice
him.
crystals starting to grow on him. He might get like a cold shiver running through him as like, ice cold.
Okay. Yeah, anything else on Juniper's turn, or are we there?
Nope, that's it.
No problem. Triss, round to you.
Triss will run around the back of this thing.
Yeah, definitely. You can slide round round the back of the couch.
Pull out a gun. Shoot this one, I guess.
Sure.
It's the one she can see.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! Oh, Valine, help! I did it before it came out. Was that okay?
That was close. Yeah, no, you can have it, but that was that's as close as it gets. But yeah, you definitely Valine comes swooping in, and yeah, you do hit, no problem.
Lovely jubbly, and that's everything.
No problem. Okay, spitting mimic. Darvin, I think this one is going to be going for you on that one. So. Incoming pseudopod, 22 to hit. I'm assuming that's
absolutely. And remember, you're attacking with advantage.
Fair enough. So that's for 10 bludgeoning damage with the first one.
Down to 5.
Second one, well, no, it's got advantage. So a 20 to hit for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Down to 4.
And then the last one is a 26 for the bite for 14 piercing and 4 acid damage.
Did James go away for everyone else or just me?
Yeah. I thought it was just me then.
Yeah. Okay. No, if I'm back, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
No problem. Yeah, so obviously, 26 to hit, 14 piercing, 4 acid from the bite. Darvin is the last one.
All right, which is a total of 11 because I don't negate the acid.
That is fair enough. That one is done, bringing us to Ashe.
Yeah. I'm just gonna step off, but I imagine it was all wishy-washy. I will attack. Oh, nice. 25.
25 definitely hits for 11.
Another attack. 18.
18 for 11, absolutely fine.
I'll just flurry blows as well.
No problem.
Ooh, 12.
12 is too low, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Oh, but close, but yes.
Ah, that would have been so good.
And I can't. Sure, I'll make it so it can't opportunity attack until my turn, but it already has because.
Yeah, it's already done its thing. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, it can't take its reaction. Sorry, not opportunity attack. It's the last one, or it can't take. A reaction.
Yeah, if it fails a dex save, okay, on that one. 1 second. I'm assuming it is. On that one, if it fails a dex save and then it says or.
If it falls prone, if it fails a dex save, or I can push it 15 feet if it fails a strength, or it can't take reactions until the end of its turn. So I'm assuming I'm happy for you to do like a strength save for it not, but it's kind of written
if
like
it fails a strength saving throw or of DC thing.
So get pushed up to 15 feet if it fails a strength saving throw, or it can't take reactions until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, you choose which effect it is, yeah?
Yeah, so it's dex for prone, strength to be pushed away, or the ending the reaction is for free.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough.
That one, because I can't knock a rug prone.
No, fair enough. That's fair. That is fair. Okay, yeah. If you're done on that one, then Ashe, that we will go on to the next one. Kadavix, he is not happy with rugs. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to try and chill touch it. He will fail to ice the beastie. So that is that one done. Next on the list is the other mimic that is slowly chomping on him at the moment. That's going to try and hit him a couple of times. Misses with the first, hits with the second. And then is going to bite him. Let's see how it does. And it does bite him. Oof. Okay, he's not looking great after getting munched on by a bunch of things on that one.
Darvin's gonna see that, and then an image of like a smaller fighter with like a gigantic tower shield, like, you know, jumps in the way of the bite because he just got bit. He knows how rough it is. He's gonna use spirit shields to negate. Ooh, 12 of that.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, he's looking a lot better than he would have been. Yeah. Well played. Well played.
Nice.
Yeah, that one is done. Mimic is done. Linus, it is your turn.
Linus is not a fan of mimics, whilst Jess is. He'll just, I'm assuming it's like got tassels on it, and just grab one of the tassels and then like firebolt through the tassels. So it's like.
Fair enough, no problem.
Firebolt, not bolt.
Yeah, I got it. Firebolt.
I know. I think I was trying to make sure myself that I said it correctly.
No worries.
Cool, 22 damage. Oh no, 20. No, 11 damage.
11 damage, but still damn good with the first one.
Yeah, boy. And then I will scamper away.
No problem. It's already used its reaction. That is fine. And Arion, round to you.
Will quickly jump out of his contemplation, scan the room, quick look at Juniper, and then run to this one and attack.
No problem.
Oh no, my sneak attack's vanished. Rapier. 24 for 6.
That will definitely hit. Take all of
plus
that.
Sneak attack.
Another 5 on top, no problem.
And then attack again. Oh.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, okie dokie. Bringing us to the top of the round, and Darvin, round to you.
Alright, Darvin going to reckless attack this thing. Shasha.
Reckless, 22 for 18. Okay.
Nice.
And then I will do it again.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Okay, it had 18 hit points to its name. It is dead.
Oh, did it just explode for everyone else as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
it was so cool.
Ew.
So
It definitely exploded.
Darvin rears back and chops this thing and then kind of carves it through slowly, and then he turns his axe around and like really close to Ashe's face without realizing it, just slices this thing in half, and then like he kind of stumbles to here, and then he looks at this thing and then just jumps at it because with Great Weapon Master, whenever I kill something or whenever I crit, which I did both,
You get
I
one
can
more
use my
go.
bonus action to attack again. Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Oh my
Another crit.
god.
Another crit.
I-
Wowzers. Okay.
Jesus.
Wow. 23 and then a 12. Woof. Okay, that one's gone from looking good to looking pretty rough for a carpet.
And again, the axe comes precariously close to Katavix, or whatever the guy's name is.
Yep, Katavix is the right name. Yep.
Katavix,
Okay,
yeah, I did.
Is he ducks,
And
ducks
just,
under?
I just bury it like into this thing, and I'm like pulling it out.
No problem, no problem. As this is going on, and as you're doing that, a couple of things happen. One, a woman appears on the stairs, making her way down,
Ooh, pretty. Nice dress.
and yes, bear with me. She is dressed in very long, flowing pink robes.
Oh, wow.
Looking amazingly fashionable as this is going on. But yeah, she seems concerned as she sees what's going on in the room. But yeah, as she's coming down the stairs, Juniper, it's your turn.
Yeah, so woman coming down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast a cantrip at this thing.
No problem. Okay, it's going to make a save. Constitution incoming. A 6 is not gonna cut it, so it's going to get ice up.
9 gold.
Ice, ice, baby.
Anything else on Juniper's turn?
Anybody badly hurt? I don't think so, right?
No, not badly hurt. Some of them have taken a bit. Yeah, you're taking a
I
licking.
can't see the usual hit points through the normal way. That's a
no.
function that's also gone, I think.
Yeah, just there's a few things busted tonight, but yeah, Katavix looks like he's a bit done in, and Darvin. Oh, you say they look like they're not bloodied yet, but they've certainly taken injury.
Well, I don't care about this guy. Like, he can die.
Fair enough. Yep.
And Darvin.
You don't care about that guy either, so
I don't care about that
No,
guy.
I do care about Darvin. I'll use 2 charges of my Bomb of the Summer Courts. So you heal 8 hit points and you get 2 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Bringing us to round 2, Triss.
Okay, so Triss is like over the counter with a gun. And shoot. Oh, that item does not exist anymore, so I need to put up my sheet again.
Yeah, definitely the update broke a lot this time, unfortunately.
It's okay, I think it was an import problem. And Verlaine! We always do Verlaine.
Okay,
We
fair
always
enough.
keep Verlaine
20.
unless said otherwise.
Fair enough.
You know,
fair
I was
enough.
thinking about it with Juniper as well. On Seb's go, I was like, right, okay, if I do Verlaine, I'll make sure I say it this time. And I didn't.
Fair
You should
enough.
put a post-it note on your monitor that just says Verlaine, and so every time you see
Yeah.
it, it's there.
Fair
you go,
enough.
so 9
Yeah,
damage.
so that's 9 damage. That is done. This thing is, the carpet is looking worse for wear as this is all going on. If you are done, then I believe it comes round to Ashe.
Yeah. Let's run over here
Mm-hmm.
and attack. Ooh.
17 will definitely hit for 10 damage when the thing has 9 hit points left to its name.
Oh, and it
so-
happens again. So
It
as I kill
explodes
it,
again.
it's as if I draw green flames from it from nowhere, and give myself.
From Darvin's perspective, you've got the cloak on, haven't you, at the moment?
Yep, sure do.
It's like a skull mouth opens and sort of like sucking in whatever force is coming from this thing. That
So
she's
this is why I like the
literally sucking.
cameras, because the watching Conrad's whole process of what's going on then.
I can't see a
anyone, I'm
thing.
so
Yeah.
I keep having to reload. I can't see my whole process, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
But yes.
Yeah,
Darvin
and
absolutely clocks it. But Ashe, I'm guessing, doesn't look threatening, so in his raging mode, he's not going to attack her, but he definitely clocks it.
No problem. As you guys come out of combat, as this is going on, a couple of things happen. As all this is going on around you, Kadavix will run over and will start kissing this woman that has run down the stairs. Quite passionately.
reciprocate?
They absolutely reciprocating in this moment as that's going on. He says, "You look as beautiful as ever. I'm so glad you're okay." And he seems to be smiling. He seems to be smiling and standing in awe of this woman as this is going on. They're sort of holding each other in a loving embrace would be the moment on that one.
Oh, look what we did, guys.
Did we leave?
I don't see
This is
anything
getting
weird when I
awkward.
look at her, right?
Is Arion asking
not
Juniper
right
to
now.
leave?
They're kind of saying that.
Oh yeah,
Not-
I see
not
where you
to
moved.
Juniper, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
but loud enough for everyone to hear.
She's as they break from their embrace for a moment, and she says, "Oh, thank you all for bringing Kadavax back to me. Thank you. I haven't seen anyone in a long time. It's
But like
That's
1,000 years? Have you just been here?
yes, I have been trapped. I think you need to. I think you need to come upstairs. I can explain everything here. We've got much to discuss." And she sort of takes Kadavix by the hand and begins to start wandering up the stairs. It's at this
Just
point
looks
that
to everyone and just shrugs.
two people in the room see something else is going on as this is going on. Ashe
Oh.
and Darvin, you can both see with your extra perception and level a thin silver cord that is looks like it's tied around her ankle as she's climbing up the stairs, and it seems to lead off and into the stairs above.
Does the thin silver cord look like the same one that's coming from Juniper?
No, that was more of a
beam.
light. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
more like a
Okay.
beam of light heading towards something. This looks more like a silver cord.
Okay, Darvin looks around to see if anybody else noticed that. And
yeah, Ash
probably
is like
only,
looking at it, like
and probably only sees Ashe looking at it. But since Ashe just had like a weird thing happen, he's like, "Oh, great."
As they're sort of making their way up the stairs as this is going
Yeah,
on.
he'll turn to Linus and just say, "Two things. One later, one now.
Cool.
The now thing. She's got a cord wrapped around her ankle. It's like a glowing silver cord. I'm guessing no one else saw that but me, and I think Ashe got it too.
Yeah, I'd be saying like the same sort of thing to Triss as I'm like kind of walking quite fast towards the stairs just in case. Like a brisk walk.
She did say she was trapped. Perhaps that's what's keeping her trapped?
I don't know, maybe. And you gotta remind me later to tell you about the other thing. No,
I'm excited.
you shouldn't be, it's bad.
Oh god, no. I'm gonna do a quick Arcana check if it's alright about tiny silver threads. If that has anything.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you can make an Arcana check. Yeah.
Nice.
24.
24. I mean, you know there are certain magics that can bind people to areas or to zones or to places. Some of those do come in the form of chains. Others come in forms of enslavement by other beings and things like that. You've heard of different things.
Okay.
So Ashe and Triss, so you following them up the stairs at this point? Sorry,
so I whispered to Triss like she's got something like a string attached to it, like it's like a sort of puppet string, I guess. That's kind of what I'm thinking in my brain.
Yeah, fair enough. No worries.
This is like what?
Perhaps we should follow them.
That's right. Triss was literally just shrugging and leaving. That going upstairs with them, mate.
Is Arion staying like really close to Juniper, or is this just?
I mean, it was just me moving the token, but yes.
So you're all making your way. You're all making your way up the stairs. No problem.
Well, another minion for my dastardly.
Does Triss see it when we sort of come in?
Make a perception check, Triss. Yeah. It's not an easy thing
I
to
said
spot.
on an ankle.
That's true.
So
yeah,
I'm guiding her.
there's something there on her ankle as she's saying. It's a very thin cord. But yeah, when it's being pointed out to you as this is going on. But yeah, she sort of leads you all. In this room, there is a large room that contains some sort of strange alien-looking device that is hooked up to a metal box. Instruments extend into the box towards a chair off to one side, and a bookshelf sits off in the far end of the room.
What is this? What is this? Is this a machine? A construct?
I can explain everything. And then I need...
Oh, fuck. She's a bad guy, isn't she?
I mean, we're in the Tower of Enchantment.
This is Triss's most loved subject. It's the one that makes her able to use magic.
So okay. I need
I have a theory about what this can be.
One second. I need a...
I see the hat.
I need a wisdom saving throw from everybody, please.
Ooh. If you're in the bubble, you get +3.
I'm in the bubble.
Hey.
Yay!
Am I in the bubble?
Miles away.
You are.
Yes.
Of course, you're in the bubble.
And we still have Bless, apart from Triss.
Does blessing work on saves?
Bless only lasts a minute.
Is it over then?
Yeah, it's over. Yeah. You've.
Oh well.
You said it was a +3, not advantage.
Right? Was it?
Yeah, it's +3.
+3.
Oh,
damn.
+3. Okay. 16.
Oh, Darvin, my sweet boy.
I would have got 14
I got 13.
if Bless wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah, let me be done being blessed. Hang on.
So who passed? Who got more than 18?
Oh shit!
I did.
Only Arion.
Okay.
Oh shit! Only Arion? Oh no.
Fair enough. Yeah, you watch everybody else in the room, Arion, sort of shake their heads for a moment, and then their eyes sort of go glassy, and sort of they start giggling a little bit as things are going, and then this woman, her eyes swing straight to you, and she says, "There had to be one, didn't there?" And then you just watch as sort of strange, hideous sort of tendrils start to make their way out of this metal cube. As
no!
The real
Yes, I
that
knew
is
it.
going on in this space will be going on.
Oh no!
But we're going to begin this next session from here on this one. I'm not going to do another combat.
It's so early games.
Oh no, I can't push it all the way through that one. But well done. You've got a fair old way on that one.